So, you guys were able to fend off not only 3 frost giants, but while the guards took care of 9 others, you all held off 3 from the main gate. You held off the leader of what?
I was karate chopping.
Oh. You were able to hold off the leader of the frost giants, and as she fell, the rest of them retreated. A lot of Bryn Shander was destroyed as a lot of the frost giants were throwing enormous boulders over the wall, and they were just kind of doing it at random to cause as much destruction as they could. So a couple of the buildings are kind of lying in piles, and Mildy and Siegmyere both found new faith in the god Tyr. He represents both of their values, and he not only blessed them, but accepted them after they both took an oath to him. And with that, you all found information on a cleric who could bring Odiog back to life if you guys so wish, and could restore Mildy's hand. But he was all the way in the land of Thay. You all decided that you wanted to at least look into going to Thay at the end of last session. So I think that you all actually didn't stay in the temple. You went back to Kelvin's Comfort to kind of regroup and have a meeting in the inn room. So, yeah, no ball divers here. It's on a chain.
No.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's only in that one town.
Right.
We promise we'll go back sometime.
Franchise is available.
Call now to be your own boss. Fuck yeah, I will. So you all were in Kelvin's Comfort. If I'm not mistaken, we played it through till the next morning. You all slept. You had breakfast in Kelvin's Comfort. Firebeard served you all free breakfast and gave you fire brandy for the road, because that is his signature drink, and he has grown accustomed to you all at the very least. So you guys are in Bryn Shander. Anything that you would like to do in particular before you go? Like, find out.
How far away is Thay?
Hey, excellent question. You guys have no idea. All you guys know is it's desert. You don't actually know.
I want to just desert shit.
You don't know how far away it actually is.
Get some camels.
I mean, it can't be any hotter than hell, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are used to it.
Yeah, let's go ask some people what they know about Thay. Hey.
Don't know about
What do y'all know about sand? Well, I thought I had this pulled up already. I bet I have it marked right here.
What do you use to see your reflection? A mirror.
Well done. I get it.
Alright, so you guys want to try and find information out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's talk to the fire brandy barkeep guy.
Sure.
Firebeard?
Yeah.
Can I get one of them fire brandies?
Yeah, I mean, you've been here for 5 minutes and you just had one, but yeah, I mean, I'll still serve you if you're wanting them.
Well, I wasn't here
I'll have one
last
too.
time.
Alright, so he serves the fire brandies. He serves the fire brandies. You've saved my town and you saved the people in it. The least I can do is give you as many drinks as your bellies can handle. There'll be no throwing up on my floor. I see a couple of you. You got scrawny arms. You don't look like you can hold your own. I ain't talking about you, lass. He's looking at Gus.
What do you mean?
So yeah, he freely serves you guys some more drinks at no cost.
Have you ever heard of Thay?
You must mean... You're talking about Thay out in the desert, are you?
Yeah, we were thinking about.
I've heard of it, but that's about it.
Do you know how far it is?
Oh, it's about, I think it's out near the sea, on that side, the Sea of Alember. It's about 800 miles away from here.
800 miles.
Yeah, about 800.
Do you know of any, like, caravans or anybody heading out that way?
I mean, people are always heading out that way. You could probably pay some merchants to take you with them. Rumor has it that the Harpers have some quick way of transporting themselves around, if you know anyone in there, but I myself don't.
Where are the Harpers?
I mean, there are a few in town. I don't know any of them. They're a pretty clandestine organization. They keep to themselves. But you could always just rent some horses from the stables, take them all the way out there. I imagine it'd take 800 miles on horseback, probably about half as much time. Probably take you about 13 days of steady travel to get out there on horseback.
Damn!
Got any small horses, like a pony?
We don't got any ponies in Bryn Shander. They'd all die from the cold, unfortunately.
It'll be 300 weeks on ponyback.
My feet have been dragging the ground the whole time.
So do we have another lead on anything with Thars doing, or this is really our only quest line at this point?
Don't want to go to Thay?
No, I want to go to Thay. He could fix my hand possibly.
But
You catch your hand, right?
But
Yeah, it's in the back holding.
Right now it was either this or Neverwinter. Or
Yeah.
we could go back to
Neverwinter.
Jamie and check in. But
never would.
But
This guy, hang on, I'll tell you his name. Sirac, they came looking for an immortal, and he knew that they were talking about his father, though he doesn't know where his father is. He heard that the last time he made an appearance, he was hanging out with nobility in Neverwinter, and he tasked you all with going to, basically going on a scouting mission and talking to his father for him. He said he could take you some of the way, but not all of the way.
Looking for his father in
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter? Okay. Just writing that down for the old journal. I really want to go to Neverwinter.
Dang. that was a heavy shift.
well, let's go on the hand quest.
That's kind of where all the
The hand,
I thought we'd get my hand back, please.
hand quest.
I support getting your hand back to Mildy.
Maybe
much,
this clear gets information.
How
Maybe
much
it's
gold is
clear.
your hand worth?
Why do you ask?
I want to buy your
No,
hand.
listen.
I want to buy your severed hand and wear it around my neck.
Well, I need it to.
Huh?
Yeah.
Firebeard overhears you all talking. He's like, you must be talking about the cleric Sirik. Funny fella. Means well, though.
You mean
It's
Kunalak?
Kunalak.
Huh?
Kunalak.
Nah. Well, yes, Kunalak does work at the House of the Triad, but he's just tending to it now. Sirak's there all the time. He's that chubby little bald fella. I'm sure you met him. Goes on and on about...
No. The cleric Thay is named Kunalak.
Oh, is Kunalak the, he's the Goliath?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good, because I forgot his name. I didn't write it down, and I was like, shit, what did I say his name was? Alright, that's awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Konalak.
Konalok. Sweet.
Delvin was the head priest.
Yeah, Delvin was the head. Well, he was the head priest right now. They kind of go in seasons and they change out. And he is actually from Neverwinter, believe it or not. And Sirac is there all the time. And he came up here to become a fisherman, but ended up finding religion in Ilmater.
Why do they call it Neverwinter?
Do you want
Because it's always
it's super cool.
to rinse some horses?
You go out to the
That's
desert.
I
kind
think
of
that would be a
confusing.
novel idea for us. Yeah.
Or small horses.
Instead of just
mean, we did
jumping
this-
into a scary portal,
Sure, we
we
can
can...
tie you onto one. If you're worried.
I just feel bad that we
All
just
right,
had a god
piggyback.
loose and we're just like, let's go to the desert.
Do we have? Should we look for like a map for how to get there or something?
Nah, fuck it. Let's get horses and go.
Yeah. I got pretty good for a compass, but
Shouldn't we ask these Harpers if they've got a portal? Like it's,
I don't deal with clandestine, man. I'm a holy woman now.
but from what do I know about the Harpers?
Secret isn't necessarily evil.
see, they're religious, so now convenient.
Well, you said
things are bad.
clandestine.
Harpers?
Damn it. No, these two.
Do I know anything about the Harpers? Can I?
Yeah, you can roll for
I'd
it.
say these two.
They have a bazaar.
Is that history? On top of knowing that Grimoire and the strange person you met is deeply entrenched with the Harpers, you know that these three have also been helped by the Harpers. Not only do they know a few in Bryn Shander that they've talked about, but they have used the teleportation circles that the Harpers used in Bryn Shander before.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, remember how you guys already know these people?
Oh, yeah!
Oh, well, then if they're good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
In my defense, I do drink a lot.
That's true.
In my defense, that was my son, and he's dead.
Damn.
And God knows what he got into before he died, and I never saw him. No guilt there.
I don't lie awake at night crying.
Well, can we talk to these people? Do you guys think we can get them to get us there quickly?
Seems like it's worth a shot.
I think we should, yes.
Worth a stab.
Okay. So,
feel like
you
a
all
badass
would know
out there,
that
of
Sir Barrett Nyleth, who actually showed back up and had a cold and helped you all fight off the Frost Giants, is a leader in the Harpers. So, though he is part of the Order of the Gauntlet, he is also he's also a member of the Harpers.
How'd you do that?
I just making sure it's in there.
Okay.
But yeah, so you all know that Sir Barrett Nyleth is part of the Harpers.
Or roll CVS cancer. 18.
Cancer?
That's medicine.
Okay, you think that he just has a really bad cold, probably.
Did something happen last night?
Oh, he showed up to fight with them, and his nose was like running and red, and he was really stuffed up when he talked to them.
I know what cancer symptoms look like. Yeah.
Well, let's go find
Probably
him.
isn't even like a diagnosable disease. You guys are in like what? There's a word for it.
Is there
Like
cancer in D&D?
Renaissance. There's a word for the
Dark
time.
Ages?
What is it?
Dark Ages?
Yeah, it's sort of Dark Ages.
Medieval.
Is it medieval?
Medieval.
Medieval.
You guys want to go looking for him?
Yep.
Renaissance.
Okay.
Because he has a crush on me, right?
Yeah.
I'll get us in, guys. I'll get us to that
I'll
portal.
totally give you a handy if you tell me.
Look, I'm just gonna cut to the chase.
But with my bad hand, sorry.
Oh no.
Hope you weren't expecting to.
One at a time, boys.
So you all
It's too
walk out and you can see
too far.
you can see the smoke rising from the walls where they've been destroyed by the Frost Giants. It looks like they still actually haven't even disposed of the bodies that are kind of lying around the gate where you all fought those Frost Giants.
Yeah.
And you can see Sir Barrett Nyleth actually out there. He's making sure that the wounded are okay. He's talking with the soldiers. It seems like he's trying to give them a little bit of a motivational speech and get their spirits back up. But you can see him up on top of the wall on this of the same gate that you all came in yesterday.
We're trying to remember why we were teleporting.
Just like
Are there people around?
that.
Are there people around? Just random butters?
Yeah.
Anyone?
You guys got teleported back to Geonin, and that was when the party got split because you guys didn't get teleported to the exact same spot. Because like a lot of people were missing that
and
week,
there
and
was
so
all
it
those
made it so that
orcs.
you
It's weird,
yeah, you showed up outside that work camp.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
Yeah, it was you. It was all the spellcasters, right?
Yeah,
you guys were like,
nothing
you guys just
but
ran, and that's
And
when
then
Torgrim came.
yeah,
That was Torgrim's
shit.
first session, actually. Yeah,
Oh,
long time ago.
yeah. I totally remember
and you
that.
saw that weird centaur thing and never looked into it.
Yep.
Too bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're solitary creatures. They don't like to be messed with.
Well, it wasn't a centaur. It was a centaur body. You guys actually. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Anyway. What? You guys ran into one again on your way to
Go in the
Sundabar.
forest,
Yeah.
all the knolls.
You ran into a similar creature that
I thought they were
Torgrim saw.
related to the whole, like, Avatars of Tharsdoom
They
thing.
are.
Yeah? Well, we've seen them before.
Avatars
They're,
do.
like,
I was
super
pretty green
deadly.
at that time.
Yeah, well, you guys were all asleep, and Torgrim was keeping watch, and he saw it and had never seen any of the stuff, so he was just like, "That's weird." That's literally what he said. You're like, "That's weird." And you're just like,
Well, moving on.
pretty good. All right, so as you all are walking out, you actually see that at the southwest gate where you all were fighting, there are stables. It appears, though, that many of the horses were killed when the giants began kind of lugging the boulders into the city. So they're like the stables are destroyed. There are a few horses out, but yeah, there's like
People,
you
whatever,
guys
horses.
noticed on your way out of Kelvin's Comfort that horse stew is the special of the day.
That's dark.
They're a practical people in Bryn Shander.
How
I
many
want
horses
to
seem alive?
reanimate 5 horses, please.
Zombie horses ride through the
Right on! Their legs are like not put back together right.
It's like never.
My skills are better than that.
Yeah. Anyway, so you all see Sir Barrett Nyleth. He is on top of the wall, giving his soldiers a little speech. He's trying to motivate them back. They're definitely down the dumps. Many soldiers were killed, many families were killed, and it's safe to assume that some of the soldiers' families were killed. So he's up there giving them a little bit of hope, and you can see a few of the men up there. What's her name? Oh, got it marked. Hello.
Daisy.
Teddy's big backpack.
Back to the book.
Sharon.
Yeah, Augric is not up here with them, though many of the men are bandaged and wounded. There are a few dwarven women up here as well. They seem to be...
Of course.
Of average
We're looking
attractiveness.
for hotness right now.
one is of average attractiveness, and one you mistook for a man when you first showed up.
Which in Dwarven world is great.
Yeah, it's like 10 out of 10.
Either way,
look like the
you're
shark.
gonna fuck.
Her beard is amazing.
No. None of them look like the
By
star.
the
She's
jar, you mean
very unique, and her griffin feathers.
Decomposing.
They burn an image into your mind, children. So yeah, you see the soldiers. Some are bandaged up, some look fine, but they all definitely look down in the dumps. They are on top of the wall. You all are at the base of it, so feel free to do whatever you like.
Let's go up
A dwarf.
All right.
and try to inspire them.
As you all get up onto this wall, you're reminded of how many dwarves were killed the day before. They're the ones immediately in front of the gate have been cleaned up. You can still see a lot of the bodies trampled where they were all trying to rush into the city. You can see about 50 dead dwarf bodies that they still haven't been able to take care of, where they were trampled as the giants were running toward the gates. And the men are trying to keep their eyes off of it, and the women, I should say, the soldiers are trying to keep their eyes off of it, and Sir Barrett Nyleth is trying to keep their thoughts away from it. As you show up, he says, "Fret not, fine soldiers of Bryn Shander. These things have happened, and you are the strongest. You made it through this, and we will make it through another day."
I want to help inspire.
Okay.
I want to say, soldiers, we are strong and our fight is never over, but our strength will always prevail. We can do this, and you will always be
one finger.
remembered for your strength.
Yeah, roll up this hand. You can leave that one out. So roll persuasion.
She could like a badass hook or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like,
She actually talked about going to a blacksmith and
Like,
getting
actually have
like
the flail
a
attached.
cup with just the chain with the
that'd
flail
be
hanging off of it,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
sweet, man. Do that. Fucking
Thank for just walking around that.
Yeah, so with a 5, these men look over at you and
you gotta get a drink at the bar.
your words just kind of... I'll let you roll advantage because they saw you fighting the frost giants yesterday.
Yeah, we're heroes.
Yeah, I definitely thought.
They know who you are and they saw you fighting the frost giants.
14?
Yeah, so with the 14, you see a couple of them kind of perk up a bit. Their shoulders broaden some, but then the others, especially, you notice the ones who have like bandages over their eyes, they have their arms in slings. Some of them have like enormous cuts across them that have been mended. They seem like you're not giving them the pick-me-up that they need right now.
Can I try something?
Yeah.
I'll pull out my symbol of Talos on my necklace and I'll like recite a prayer, and then I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy to make my voice like loud, booming, and then like
So
inspire them with a story of Talos and dwarves and stuff.
Okay, so as you do this, you all hear thunder crack in the distance, and as you do, you realize that it's meshed with Torgrim's voice as it's kind of booming over these men. Roll an advantage on persuasion to try and talk.
And it's like,
Appreciation.
11 and 11.
Hey! Level 11!
But that's 15.
Yeah, with a 15, after Mildy talks and Sir Barrett Nyleth is like kind of rooting them on as well, Torgrim comes in and his voice just booming over these guards. You can just hear all of them start to kind of murmur to one another. They're like, yeah, we've been through worse. We can get through this. As they start to talk to one another, and there's like a murmur kind of starts to build in them, and you can see them starting to talk to one another.
So I'm gonna use one of my new abilities and just like call up to Tyr, and I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. So anybody within a 30-foot radius, I bestow hope and vitality. Also, any creature can also have advantage on wisdom saves and death saves, and they regain max HP from any healing.
Oh, Oh, nice. Yeah, so if somebody wants to heal them, they will regain as much as they possibly can. Some of them do look a little beaten up, and it seems like as you walked up, you saw the clerics around town. The few of them that were there and the people who work at the House of the Triad, they're mending the families' houses, and they're dealing with the families before they're dealing with the soldiers. So you know that a lot of these guys are beaten up, but as this light kind of... Whoa, that's super fucking loud. As you see this light come down, you can see their their skin begins to glow a bit, and you can. It seems like their faces are glowing a bit too, and they all begin to kind of smile. And you can see this hope kind of getting stirred back into them as the heroes of Vine come up and kind of give them this big speech. I'll give all three of you inspiration for that.
Yeah.
As these soldiers begin talking amongst themselves, I think I have like yeah, you can hear them, like, they're really getting into it, and they're all hyped up again, and Sir Barrett Nyla turns, and he says, an experienced fighter and a woman who's good with words. I could get used to this.
You're gonna make me blush.
And you notice, like, as he's talking to you, his eyes flick down your hand just real quick, like... the hand that's missing. Look, you all have done more for Bryn Shander than many people have in a very long time. Your name is spreading throughout the lands, and you've helped my men more than I could in a full day and a full night. If there's anything I can do for you all, I'll do it without hesitation.
So we hear you're part of something called the Hoppers.
Yes. I've spoken with you all about this prior, when we all met at Kilvin's Comfort with your friend. What was his name? I believe it was Amador or some such.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, the asshole of Jamie?
An interesting nickname. I remember him being stern, but he had a fighting spirit. I liked that about him.
Yeah.
Fighting spirit's a good thing to
I
have.
think I actually have it written down. Asshole.
Do you want me to culture?
Asshole of Gianni.
Feels like a total dick when I met.
He helped you guys out.
Want me to roll up a medicine
Reluctantly.
culture so you don't have to hold your nose anymore?
Huh?
Want me to roll up a medicine culture so you don't have
like an herbal
Yeah,
tea?
exactly.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you
doing
can
it.
try and help him.
Hold on. That's goddamn.
With the dwarf lady that
I wasn't here for that.
Oh, that's a 8.
What? You weren't here for what?
down.
When Adister helped him?
Oh, no, Adister. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he couldn't remember his name.
I don't help him with.
Yes.
What'd you roll?
An 8. I roll a 9, but I have a -1 to
Yeah.
wisdom.
So Gus comes up and he's like, "Hey, I think you have a cold." And and Sir Barrett Nyla's like, an astute observation.
Yeah, it's not obvious at all.
I'll just be like, well, let someone who knows medicine look at
Woo!
this. Yeah. That's 22.
Yeah, so with the 22, you're able to, like, just with the symptoms, you notice that his eyes aren't puffy, and he's not really sweating, but just that his nose is stuffed up, and he keeps kind of clearing his throat. You think that it might be sinuses, and so you just tell him...
Esophageal gonorrhea.
Yeah.
You give him a Sudafed.
Yeah. No, you're able to give him some herbs, and you tell him to mix them into water, and that you think that it'll be of help.
Here, have a nice tea.
I'm not really a drinker of tea, more of a brandy man myself, but I'm sure I'll be sure to give this a try. You're a medicine man, is that correct?
Some of the time.
Well, I'll take your opinion over anyone else's. I like that one of a fighter. Do you think that I could put these herbs into fire brandy and it'd serve the same purpose?
Do I think that I could do that?
Yeah, it would be a teacher.
Yeah, it'd be.
I say
It'd actually probably soothe his throat even more than tea.
Okay, then totally.
This is good news indeed.
Those things are better.
So, what do you know about Thay?
Well, I have. Before we start talking about I've been waiting
So-
for a moment to insert a question.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Sir Barry, can you tell us how Aldred is faring after yesterday's battle? He was in rough shape at the end of it.
Oh, she fights with gusto, does she not? She inspires us all.
To continue fighting with gusto.
Yes, fortunately she is. Her condition, however, is improving steadily, but she, I'm afraid, will be under the care of the medicine men of the town for some time.
Okay, as long as she's stable and under good care. Thank you.
Yes, I'm sure she'll be glad to wake up with the sheriff at her side. She's got her eye on him for a while.
Oh, good for her.
So what do you know about Faye?
Okay, yes, now.
Faye. Let me see. Oh, pretty good.
Let's do it.
Faye, an interesting place. Ran by wizards and evil men, if I remember hearing correctly. The closest I've ever been to it is Everland. An interesting place. I have means of quick travel there, if you're interested. However, Faye is no land to be messed with. Berserkers, they live all around the outskirts of it. They're constantly at war with the Red Wizards. The Red Wizards obsessed with fire and death. Naturally evil, and they seem to be forcing their hand on my
Stay.
I am the king now.
Let me get rid of these crazy religious weirdos.
Let me go pack my
Did
thing.
you say fire and death? Hello.
My two favorite things.
I'm suddenly so much more excited about getting your hand back. Oh my god.
I'd leave the hand off. That hook sounds fucking sweet.
Flail nub.
Or that flail nub.
I mean, flail nub sounds awesome.
So, if we go
Regardless,
out
we're
that,
still going.
if we go out that way, how do we get back?
You don't!
I imagine we could make some friends there who have a teleportation circle that would send us back. If we can get there, we can get back here.
We can give. I mean.
I could get you as far as Everland. If you were to go out to buy the necessary pieces, I'm afraid I don't have enough money to buy them all right now. But I do have the teleportation circle set up and ready to go. Everland's
pieces?
as close as I can get you, unfortunately.
What pieces do you need?
Oh, interesting that you would ask. I need an entire ruby. I need some wheat and
Have a ruby.
solid. And I need another ingredient that Wes forgot.
I have a bunch of random shit
Who is
that I
this
collected
Wes that you
or something.
I've heard tale of this great deity.
When I hear the name Wes, it makes me think of great power.
Thank you. I'm looking up Dimensional Gate to find out what the components are, and apparently there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card called Dimensional Gate.
Sweet.
So I remember I got this a little while back, but we never specified what exactly was in it. But I have a bag of magic components that I grabbed from somewhere in the dungeon.
Sure.
So
Let's assume you didn't write down what all was in it. Let's assume you can dump that bag out and use it for this one incident.
Cool.
Like you can use the whole bag and get it out of your inventory, and that'll take care of the teleportation to everyone if that's where you guys want to go.
Ruby, wheat, other thing.
bag of shit.
Yes, these ingredients, components rather, will do nicely. I should tell you though, I must give you full disclosure on where I'm sending you. Everland, though it is remarkably closer than Bryn Shander is to Thay, it's still 350 miles out, so you'll still need to find a way of transportation there. But I'm sure they have stables in Everland. As a matter of fact, I remember seeing them when I was there.
Well, fucking A, Cotton. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Before we leave,
Deuces.
As long as it's not understood.
I think we should seek maps if we can.
Oh, good thinking.
Sure.
You with the maps.
Me and my maps, I know.
You're not too damn drunk to everything.
So if you guys want to, if you guys want to go to the general store and get whatever, you guys can certainly do so.
Yes, the general store.
Trail mix.
Delightful.
Hello.
See,
Do you have cranberry trail mix?
And I don't want these for fucking raisins.
Get that raisin shit out of my face.
Good old raisins and peanuts.
Yeah. So you all can go to the marketplace, and as you all go to the marketplace, you can see a lot more people talking. You can hear the House of the Triads bells ringing in the distance. Construction happening. Blacksmiths working. As you all come to this place, it seems busy, even though something was happening the day before. This is still a catastrophic event happened yesterday, but this is still a trade town through and through, and so trade commences. Even though all these things have happened, people are trading livestock, they're trading rare materials, and so you all arrive in the marketplace. It's roughly circular. and it's in the dead center of town. It's where local and foreign traders are selling their wares. You can see tents, covered wagons, and you can see brick and mortar shops that have been set up and seem like they've been here for a long time. As you're walking around, it seems like a bunch of different items could be bought in this place. Some people seem like specialists, while others just seem like general goods, and then you seem to have like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some of everything. So, you guys looking for anything?
I care about maps. I care about potential spell books and maybe potions.
Okay, sure. As you'll be able to find a map easily. A lot of people would sell them, and you'd be able to spot them pretty easily in like general goods or in travelers. So you walk up to a tinker. You can see him has an enormous bag on, and he's kind of hunched over. He seems like he's just gotten into town as he sets it down with a thug beside him. He has a mule that has packs all over the back of it, and you can see that he has a lot of parchment. It doesn't look like he has as many like precious gems or weapons, but a lot of paper, a lot of scrolls that are in scroll cases.
Same Tinker Tanner.
He wears fine red robes with brown embroidery on them. He smokes a long pipe, and you can see that he's a halfling. He has a healthy gut on him, and even though it's cold here, you can see his bare feet on the pavement in front of you. He has dark black hair, and his face, like many halflings, is free of any facial hair. But he doesn't seem to notice you guys. It seems like he's just kind of taking the sack off, and he's smoking a tobacco pipe to kind of rest after his long journey.
Was he selling these scrolls and shit?
I'm sure.
He's a tinker. He's selling everything.
I want your weirdest spell. Like, just go crazy. Like, whatever.
Okay, let's do useful first.
Just go fucking nuts.
Guy, come on. I gotta play through
I want
myself.
like a Virgin of Guadalupe candle, but tier.
Please.
And I'll take one too.
Oh, goddamn.
The tier.
Alright, let me open up the shops.
So I start planning to melt things in the night.
Siegmyere, you godless fuck.
No,
Can't say
contraire.
that
So, I mean, obviously you'd be able to find a map really easily. He would offer you a world map. Well, I suppose that I should introduce myself, and I hope to see you all around. I travel here and there. I'm always on the road. You can call me Tallstag. Mounser Tallstag. I'm
Tall what?
Tallstag.
Like tall stag?
Tallstag.
Like a tall deer.
Yes.
Any relation to oh God, what's his name? Morn Tallstead?
I have no idea who you're speaking of.
Me either.
Okay. Interesting body. Yes, of course I have a map for you. Would you like? And he just kind of starts to roll some out, and he's some of the parchments he picks up, and they're just kind of bare, while others are in scroll cases. They have leather straps over them that would make it easy to throw on your back, and it seems like they could actually hold more than one scroll if you wanted it to.
Now I'm looking for accurate and durable.
Accurate and durable. I'm sure that I have something like that. And he takes a couple of drags from his tobacco
Blows
pipe.
some awesome smoke rings.
Yeah, he blows like really cool smoke rings, as a matter of
I
fact.
play with them.
Yeah. As he does this, you guys can smell, like, as the tobacco burns, you can smell the sweetness of the tobacco in the air. It's nothing like Bryn Shander. In Bryn Shander, everything's earthen and fiery, but this tobacco is sweet. You can kind of smell it as it drifts through your nostrils. And he pulls two scrolls up. He holds them out in front of you. One is bare parchment. He says, this is just a map of the coast. It stretches all the way to the other sea across the desert. I can give you this for 5 gold pieces, simple. And then he holds the other one up, a world map, and it's in this nice case. He unscrews the top and kind of pulls it out. You can see that the parchment is in perfect condition. And he's like, now this one, on the other hand, a little hard to get your hands on. It doesn't look like it's just made of paper, but like maybe it's on cloth. And he puts it back in and screws the top on. He's like, that one's going to cost you. That would be 70 gold pieces.
Can I get a look at it?
Of course. He pulls it out. He's like, but no touching. And he kind of unfurls it in front of you. You can see all of these continents.
Yeah, we're
I mean, I feel like we're good.
We can throw some.
buy all
I
this
just see
shit.
what it's
So he unfurls this world map in
We'll
front of
take
you.
the bag.
That'd be great. You take a load off my shoulders. Literally.
What's in the bag?
Okay.
Like everything?
What you got in that bag?
What's in that bag?
Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, we just want to spend money. Give me that bag.
No, god damn it!
As I meant to say at the beginning of our conversation, please ignore him.
I just want shit.
That's everything.
I can't ever think of anything that actually good to pick.
I want some tier trinkets.
Of course. Though I do have a few, they aren't necessarily, I wouldn't call them religious symbols, though they are are, you probably have better luck at the local temple, though. Mine are
I want, like-
collectors, if you will. Hard to find.
Like what?
Let's see. I have.
Can we just assume that I bought the map, so I'm doing something?
Do you want to get 70 gold?
I'd like both, please.
Okay, so 75 gold. You have the coast map and you have the world map, which is going to be incredibly helpful because you guys have never had that before.
Nice. Good thinking.
Yes.
We've never done
Something like this, you mean? And as you say this, he pulls out this statue, and as he pulls it out, you see that there is it's a bearded man. He has part of the statue itself. He doesn't have a scar over his eye. It's like the whole part of the head has actually been taken off, and he holds a long sword in one hand and rests it on the nub of his other hand, where the hand has been cut clean. This is something special indeed. I got this out in the marshes, deep underneath them. Many clerics were killed under there, going to try and save some people that went missing. I was able to unearth this. It has a few special abilities. I can sell it to you for, let's call it, for you, 1,000 gold pieces.
Would you
1,000 gold pieces.
would you say that it is a desecrated tier relic?
No, because it works.
How do you know? You a cleric of Tyr that can wield it?
An interesting question.
Can I roll Arcana on it?
Yeah, of course, man.
Make sure that it is in fact magical in some way.
I have my good friend Izzy, a gnome appraiser. He appraised this for me, and my word is good around here. You can ask anyone.
16.
With the 16, you do notice a faint magic coming off of it, and being what's the word I'm looking for? Being under oath to Tyr, you would recognize his essence within this statue. So it's not just like a religious symbol. You think that it actually can do something. All right, so 1,000 gold pieces. He hands it over to you. You can hold it in your hand. It's about this big. You can tie it to your bags, or you can just hold it in your hand all the time.
I'm gonna keep it on in my bag.
Sure. Now, I'm not actually entirely sure what all that can do. I do know that it can.
We can figure it out.
Oh, well, perfect.
Kenny.
I said we.
the royal we.
Wink, wink.
Kenny.
Did you still want to look at potions?
I'm interested in potions and any spell books that you might have.
I'm not a seller of spell books.
Okay.
I don't know much about them.
It's
but,
just a habit.
no, of course. There is an arcane booth down the way if you'd like to buy something here.
Thank you.
I have a pretty wide variety of potions, as a matter of fact. I have here an oil of slipperiness. I have a filter of love, fire breath. I
I'll
even
take the
have.
love.
Oh, yes, of course. And he holds out this bottle, and it actually, like, unlike the movies, when he pulls it out, it doesn't have this pink, nice glow to it. It's actually a deep brown, and it kind of just looks like sludge. But he pulls it out and he hands it to you.
That's probably real.
Do I know that?
That's the real shit. Buy it. It looks like shit. Get it. It's a real
It
love.
seems like you have a lot of hang-ups in your past.
Seems like you've got a lot of emotional baggage. I'm gonna.
Can I do like an alchemy check?
You can do an Arcana check.
That's a 12.
With the 12, you would. This is interesting. You're not really sure. This seems like it's an interesting potion, and you're not used to it. So, though it certainly has some kind of magic in it, you're not sure how strong it is or what it is.
I look at you guys and I'm like, this is legit.
Do you want me to roll Arcana on it? Or
I wouldn't know much about it probably because
I'm super fucking efficient in that shit. Bam! 10 plus
looks gross.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, so within 18, you would notice that there is a charm effect on it, but that's all that you would know. It seems stronger than just like your standard charm spell, though. There's a charm effect on it. It seems stronger than
Should we sell him the last two cards from the deck of anything?
let's see. Let me ask you something. How many filters of love have you ever seen in your life?
12.
I highly doubt that.
Should I roll deception?
Yeah, roll deception.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
9.
Yeah, so...
Or not even that. That's persuasion. That's a 6.
Look, friend, I'm not trying to stiff anyone here. I'm just trying to get my money's worth.
Yeah.
These aren't easy to come by. I can give it to you for 200 gold pieces.
100.
Well, no, with your failed deception, he'll be like, look,
Can't bargain.
It's not easy to get your hand. Well, you already tried with the thing. You can try one more time, but I'll make you roll disadvantage.
I mean, that's so small.
9 out of 10. So
Actually, I have a plus.
look, I respect you guys, and you know, I know that I come into town, I hear
I just
talk
gave you
of
1,000 gold.
now this one knows how to barter. But your item's worth what you gave me. And I hold true to that. Though I have heard word, even as I came into the gates of town, of an unlikely group of heroes, and you seem to fit the bill.
That's definitely us, and I'll just we can speak to you to the side for a minute.
Yes, 200 gold pieces.
He just lost somebody really special to him. So, yeah.
So I'm looking for a quickie.
He doesn't look like he's very good with the ladies either.
No.
I don't know. I rolled a couple nat 20s.
Hey, this guy's real more
You
dwarf
had
pussy.
great luck with her, and she's gone, and we weren't able to get the guys that did it, and it was really bad.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Trying to help you out here, Torvin.
And you already have inspiration, but I'll give it to you again if you did not.
Torgrim was a penny pincher, so.
Hey!
That just jumped out and gave me a 19
I'll give it to you.
and a 9. We'll take the 9.
He kind of sighs and puts his head in his hand. He's like, okay, all right. Look, and he's packing some tobacco into his pipe again. Look, friend, you're a man of the people, and I can respect that. 150 gold pieces, and it's yours.
Sweet.
Do you have like a vial of confusion spell?
I have a vial of invulnerability.
Goodness.
Or mind reading. It's kind of like confusion, but the opposite.
Both of those. How much are both of those?
Which one would you like?
I want both of them. I'm really.
If you're gonna buy both, I suppose I could give you a discount. For invulnerability and mind reading,
Whoa. Wait, what was that called? Vial of love?
filter of love. Filter is pH. I could give you both for, let's say. He looks over at Fina again and he's like, 500 gold pieces.
Fucking done, dude.
Alright.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
I want to see if he's interested.
Somebody use your player's handbook to look up invulnerability because I don't know what that does.
I'll look it up.
You can't die.
I have these.
like,
There was this deck of cards, and everything that we drew from it happened. And there's 2
Keep your
left.
voice down. Are you speaking of what I think you're speaking about?
Of a lot of stuff.
How many cards do you have left from it? And how many did you use?
2. How many did we use? What?
We have one left, do we not?
We have 2
We
left.
each took
two
one
left?
and
6.
Odiog took one.
Odiog took one, so.
You have 6 left?
No, we have 2 left. We
Well,
have 6.
also, Preston was here, so.
Oh yes, that's true. You used 7 and there are 2 left. There are not, you found a deck of many things with 9 cards in it.
Yeah.
You have 2 left. And huh? It might just be. I might just have to. Look
It's
this
not a
up.
spell.
Yeah. It's probably just a potion.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let me look it up.
That would only be in
I
the
interrupted you.
It's right here. It was the first
You
thing.
offering him cards from the deck?
For 1 minute after you drink this potion, you have
Hella
resistance
dangerous.
to all
Yeah, I don't
damage.
think we should keep
This
it.
potion's syrupy liquid looks like liquefied iron, like mercury.
Damn.
So you will take half damage from everything for a full minute.
Okay, cool.
And then potion of mind reading is pretty straightforward. So
You read a mind.
yes, you read a creature's mind. Look, and I can't buy this deck without asking you, which cards did you pull?
I can tell you what they did. I can't tell you about the cards. I can't remember.
That would be good.
Well,
And you see him like he pulls a stool off the back of his bag, and he just seems like he has all kinds of things in it. He sits it under himself, and he kind of leans on one knee, and he's smoking his tobacco pipe. He's listening intently to you all right now.
Mine.
one got a bunch of jewels and stuff.
Mine ripped my soul from my body and sent it to hell and came and got it back.
This is good. Well, not for you, but for me.
It worked out okay.
Glad to see you alive and well. That must be an interesting story.
Yeah. I mean, I missed most of that. But
I killed a thing and then immediately got great strength.
So, two cards to your benefit, one to your detriment. And what are the others?
I brought my dead parents back to life.
Interesting.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of a thing. And now I'm on a path to nobility to become the captain or whatever, like the chairman, like the king
The
of my
mayor?
the mayor of my gnome village.
It's a really clear path.
It seems like it.
My name's Kylo Ren, by the way.
If the stories everyone tells me of you as I walk in are true, I'm sure you'll listen to that fairly quickly, or whenever you choose.
Yeah,
Though that life sounds like it may not sit well with you.
different strokes for different versions of your different people throughout your life. I don't drink as much as I used to.
I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing.
It's not true.
I became my son became much more charming.
Oh, and how's he doing now?
He's dead.
Turns out that charm doesn't protect you from Barstoon.
It seems you all have been through the ringer, but
We've been in the shit.
A little bit.
so 5 cards to your detriment and only 5 cards to your benefit and only 1 to your detriment. I'm afraid I can't buy the remainder of this deck from you.
I lost
Can
an
you-
eye.
Take it from us and give it to somebody evil that you meet.
We should do that.
I don't think I want much to do with the remainder of your deck.
Give
No
our
offense,
dirty work to
but
this tinker.
though there's a chance the remaining cards will help you out, chances are low.
Yeah.
I would dispose of that as quickly as I could.
I say we blow them off on NPCs.
I say we get it.
We grind them up into a powder and snort them.
You grind one up and line it with the other one.
Oh my god, I was fucking so do that shit.
This sounds like a very bad idea.
I really
We
want
have
to
to draw it to grind it up.
Oh man.
No.
Yeah, I think my days of taking chances like that are over, but I really want to do it. But I think you can only do it once, correct? Like, you can only pull one card.
No, you could pull every card out of that deck yourself if you wanted to.
And then you just explode.
I'm a god, and I'm also the worst thing in existence.
Incredible.
I'm a pain. That's true.
I'm a god, but I'm also a literal turd.
So, is there anything else? Is there anything else I can help you all with? I'm afraid. Well, I'm sorry to say I won't be buying your deck of 2 remaining things from you.
Well, we should give it to someone who sucks.
Yeah. Oh, the asshole of Jimmy. No, he helped us.
Yeah, probably not him.
Asshole of G.
That would only make him more of an
Do you
asshole.
have any other rare potions? Anything?
Other than what I've told you, I have many potions of greater healing, and I've not met one adventurer who had too many.
Yeah. I'll
I'll
take
take
them.
one.
We could use some of those.
Excellent. And can I offer anyone a potion of animal friendship?
I don't really think.
How much is that? I want that.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The animal friendship. These come cheap.
I think I spent all the money that
You remember when I used the staff and
I'll take
cast
one.
spells?
You can buy a potion of greater healing. Those are actually pretty expensive.
Well, there were no animals there, though.
Exactly.
I'll use it when there's animals.
For you all, I can
Have we
give you.
ever seen animals?
Are each of you
always-
buying a potion of greater healing?
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
Well, I mean,
I don't trust him to
know.
heal me later, so yes, please.
Well, if everyone's buying one, and you've kept me such good company,
We are delightful.
I'll give you each one for 500 gold pieces total. And that's a steal.
I should really be keeping track of what we pay for these every time.
Greater healing.
Can I get that in the animal one?
But I mean, I've got it.
For the animal one, with all that you bought for me today, you've really lightened the load of my bag.
Just
I'll
for one
throw that one in.
Oh, thanks,
We each get
man.
it.
You the man.
Oh, I thought he meant each one was 500.
No. Wait, it's
That's a real
Each one is 500.
Wes. It's each one is
500 gold.
100, right? And so
Each one's 100.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Oh no, yeah, it's not 500 a piece. It's 500 for everybody to get one potion of greater healing.
Oh. So it's only 100.
Yeah, it's 100 each.
Yeah.
And he's gonna throw in an animal friendship potion for Gus because he likes you
Done
guys.
to
Cute. And potion of great healing.
Neat out. There are many other vendors here if you all want to visit someone who specializes in something
I
more.
definitely want to go see the arcane one about books of spells, if I can find it here. I've recently looked up the rules on how to learn spells from books.
I feel like I should go see the blacksmith, see if he has anything that can keep the shield on my arm better.
Okay, so let's do Fina's first. Alright, so Fina, you walk up to... Hang on. Here we go.
Good day, hang on. How fare you today?
Huh?
Good day, hang on.
Oh, yes, hello. No, you walk in, and you see, as she turns around, you see an elven woman, which is pretty strange. You actually have not seen an elf in...
a long time.
Yeah, well, in Bryn Shander at all.
Yeah.
But she turns around, and you notice that she has branches tied through her hair. Her eyes are blue all the way through, and she has many different beakers and candles burning, and you can see smoke kind of coming up out of all of them. She's leafing through a book and actually doesn't even notice you as you walk up. Her ears are pointed back. She has platinum blonde hair. The clothes that she wears are, they seem comfortable, and they don't seem like they would keep her warm in this cold. But you can see her like, yeah, you can see her. She's like leafing very carefully but quickly through a book as you walk up. Hi.
I'm sorry to disturb you at your research.
I can get back to this later. She sets the book down. And what can I help you with?
Well, we're passing through town on our way to another task. I just wanted to see if you had any spell books that you might have for sale.
Yes, I have it. Pull your hood back.
Why?
Let me see your eyes.
Mouse cannot.
And what happened to you?
A lot of things.
This is obvious.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of what's it called?
I have not.
Where was Strahd?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Barovia?
Yes. And as you say this, she like turns around and there's a like makeshift bookshelf. It seems like really rough, but she's like leafing through the books and she pulls one out and she sets it in front of you. The book it has an embossed black leather cover and you can see a skull on it with a bunch of different symbols all the way around it. Underneath that skull, you can see what looks like the same reflection of it, but it's a standard human skull that's or a standard human face and it's upside down. And across the top of it, what languages do you speak and read?
I speak just common and half German.
Yeah, you're not quite sure what it says, but she slides the book toward you and she says, "You mean Shadowfell?"
Oh, that explains a lot, actually. Yeah, so there's a place there called the Amber Temple, and I received what I thought was a gift.
And
turned out
as you're talking, she kind of just like slowly reaches over and grabs something. And as you're talking, she slowly brings it out, and it's a quill pen. And she's like, as you're talking, she's like writing things down. Like as soon as you say Amber Temple, she kind of starts like taking these
Long
notes.
story short, mixed blessing and curse,
Interesting.
which resulted in these eyes.
These eyes.
In your eyes.
Surely it's no coincidence that the same heroes who were here some months back have returned only to save us from frost giants. That didn't happen to you.
Possibly.
Look, you give me more information about those eyes and about Shadowfell and what you saw there, and I could give you some discounts on some pretty interesting things. I think you'll find it interesting at least.
I see no harm in that whatsoever.
Getting discounts for giving them
So I
eyes.
tell her everything I can about what we saw, except for the actual true nature of my gift.
Okay.
I don't know her well enough to divulge that part of it just
Sure.
yet.
So she's just kind of like taking notes furiously as you're telling her about kind of like
I'm just sipping from
Strahd's immortality. Yeah. So you're telling her about like Strahd's immortality. Yeah. The Heart of Sorrow. You tell her
out for B-Dub and it immediately refills.
Sure. About the mongrel folk, which she's never heard of before, about Madame Eva, which seems to interest her in particular. You tell her that you heard rumor of a mad mage across the lake from Valaki. You tell her of the Amber Temple. You tell her of the Deva that you saw, and she's just kind of fervently taking notes, like writing as quickly as you can talk. And she can kind of see her face brightening up as you're saying all of these things. And she's kind of referencing the book that she pulled out as you say this.
We did not leave the place the same as we found it.
What, the Amber Temple?
The whole
Barovia,
land.
at least,
Strahd
yeah.
is vanquished.
The continent that you guys were on.
We
or the
vanquished
country.
Strahd, so some things I imagine have changed by now. There was a
And
map
as she's writing, she says, this is interesting. You say you did what to Strahd?
Thanks.
His name's Strahd, and she checks the spelling, Strahd. Is that correct?
As far as I know,
Okay,
yes.
you say you vanquished him. How did you go about that?
Well,
Standard vampire death mechanism.
yeah. Well, we sort of found, totally by accident, while exploring his house, the giant heart that was actually there to heal him and take that
you did
heart
mention
of
this
sorrow.
before.
I did mention the heart of sorrow.
Oh, the song's
actually,
about it.
specifically. Yeah.
I assumed it was metaphor.
No, it was an actual thing that was actually taking damage for him and healing him. It was pretty incredible, but we managed to find that before we found him and faced him.
Sure. Okay. Well, this is all not only interesting but slightly overwhelming. But you
Yes, it
just
is.
killed this heart and he died. You say.
Well, no, we had to kill him as well later. But
And how did you do this?
I don't
With the silver knife. and the
Well,
seal.
we had to we staked him, didn't we?
Yeah.
Turned to ash. After we killed him, we found
Well,
his body.
no, a stake wouldn't have worked. A stake would only have immobilized him.
No, you were the one. You remember you did. It was
It was
after
fine.
we destroyed the Heart of Sorrow. He went to his whatever place
Oh, yeah, his
in
forest
the
was
tomb
regenerating, and we
And it
actually...
said,
and then
like, don't walk through
we
this.
had
And
like
he
it was like
let's go.
we only had a limited amount of time to get there and
Yes.
kill him before he came back, and then you did the final blow
That's right.
with the stake and killed him.
How long ago was this? It would have been about 5 months ago.
Yes, we had about 5 months.
He's dead. He's fucking dead.
Thank you, Wes.
Look, by the way, my name is Tralian, and I hate to be the one to tell you about this, but I actually got into the arcane through Shadowfell. I'm interested in slipping into it myself when I was younger. And I hate to be the one to bear this to you, but he's likely not dead.
Oh, god damn
What do you
it.
think?
We don't care if he's not dead anymore.
Well, we're... Yeah.
I got his clothes.
We sort of got there by accident and managed to get out, and a whole lot of people left with us that aren't under his power anymore, so
That would explain some interesting items that have been coming back into the market over the past 5
most
months.
likely. Some of those were probably mine at some point.
Interesting. Well, you've given me great knowledge over my favorite in the arcane, so the least I can do is offer you my wares. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or
I'm looking...
I'm going back to the halfling voice. She
Yeah.
talks much nicer than halfling does.
I'm looking generally to just increase my knowledge of the arcane and learn as many spells as I can.
Interesting.
Whatever you have, especially in the realms of things that involve the control of fire or the control of life, the taking of life, or the undead, I'm very interested in.
Well,
Taking of life.
I have.
From enemies, of course.
People I just don't like.
Also Bill.
And
Those are
anyone
enemies.
named Will.
Unfortunately,
Oh, my favorite spell, take life.
I think it's called Vampiric Touch, and I have it.
I do have some of what you're looking for. I unfortunately don't sell tomes. They're worth a bit much, and just being by myself, I don't want to carry anything quite so valuable. But I can offer you scrolls. I have scrolls of Fireball, Wall of Fire, Scorching Ray. I also have I also have Fire Shield. If any of those interest
This
you.
is literally the spell I just took when I leveled up.
Fire Shield.
Yeah. And these are one-time use scrolls.
Yes. They
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I sort of can already just cast those. What do you have? You have anything, just even a single sheet of a written spell that I could learn?
She's yes. Let me check real quick. And as she's looking, she does find. Wait, I just saw it. Yeah, she finds one, pulls it out, and it seems a little dusty. She blows on it, and on the front of it, you can see it's just like this bright orange book. She sets it down in front of you. You can see some archaic symbols that you recognize as pertaining to fire, and as she sets it in front of you, I'd almost forgotten that I had this, actually. A tome of Wall of Fire. I can sell it to you for all the information you've given me, and that's worth much more than this book, I imagine. I could let this go. I could let this go for the cost of my travels alone. 75 gold pieces. It's yours.
That is agreeable. Thank you.
All right. And as you're handing her the money, she
Sounds like a cool spell.
she taps into something, and you see her eyes kind of shift in this gradient from that crystal ice blue they are into like a darker purple. And as they kind of shift into that, she says, "And I appreciate your business, Serafina."
Would you tell me about your eyes? Change of information there.
Yes, I often forget that even happens. They change depending on the spells that I use. It's this, and she kind of pulls on it, and as you see it, you notice that the twigs aren't actually intertwined in her hair, but it's like a crown that kind of goes around from ear to ear. This helps amplify some of my magics, and the price I pay is my appearance. Some people, and she kind of looks back into your eyes. She's like, some people find it offensive or off-putting, but I think that you understand.
Hence the hood. I get you, sister.
Spell amplifying twig
Where did
crown.
you come by such an item?
The tome? This was from earlier days when I was an adventurer myself.
Interesting. If you're ever interested in parting with it, I'd be interested.
This is like a dear old friend to me.
I'm
It's
sure.
not for sale.
Of course.
Let's kill her.
Murder?
No.
Hey, that looks cool.
One last before I go, because you seem knowledgeable. Do you know anything of Thay?
Faye. Interesting.
It's our next destination. We've not been
I
yet.
do know some of Faye. Are you heading there for some reason?
We are.
And if you don't mind my asking, what reason is that?
Well, we seek a cleric who we are told lives there that might restore one member of our party to life and return the hand to our other party member.
Interesting. Look,
Also, they sound really interesting.
I know Little Fae. They have strong magics there, but they're a truly evil land. Not just your power-hungry military chieftain, but truly world domination evil. Bringing dead back to life unwillingly, killing people so that they can do such things. Evil. Something to keep in mind is that
Vanquish evil shit.
a lich overrules the entire city from behind the scenes, and he has many other liches among the citizens, or so I hear. They have an elaborate vault. They have an elaborate vault that they put people in. It's not unlike a maze. And when the people die in there, they absorb their souls, only to grow more powerful. And they use the bodies to add to their armies.
Healing maze.
These are only rumors, of course.
Of course. I would imagine, yeah, it didn't sound like a place people would travel to very often.
Let's go.
That sounds really dangerous.
This sounds like a place that could use our help.
Yeah, we get to kill some evil shit. I'm stoked about it.
And there's gonna be fucking evil shit.
Yeah, so as you're talking to her, you notice a couple other merchants have kind of started to line up behind you. And she says, again, Seraphina, it's truly been a pleasure, and I hope our paths cross once more.
I thank you for your time. It's been a long time since I found someone I could really talk to.
If you're ever in Bryn Shander again, do look me up.
Indeed, I will.
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith!
I'm calling him Smithy McSmister.
That's not his name.
Oh.
Oh, that's not her name.
Sweet, it's a lady.
Lady Smith. How I like him.
All right, so you can see this small, stout figure like just hammering away at this molten piece of metal. You can hear this deep, gruff, like grunting as the hammer hits, like as the hammer kind of like clangs against this metal. You can see a really scrawny human, what looks like apprentice, just like kind of carrying materials over to this man, and he dumps them over and then looks over and sees you standing there and kind of like nudges the stout man that's kind of leaning over this metal and hitting it, and as he turns around, you realize that it is a dwarven woman, and she walks up to you. What can I help you with?
So I had an unfortunate accident while I was fighting evil and doing adventuring stuff, and I have seemed to
Cut to the chase, please.
I've lost my hand. I can't hold on to my shield. Do you have anything that could help me hold on to it?
Let me see. She just kind of like reaches over and pulls your hand up, and you can see the black smudges from her hand on your arm where she kind of like yeah. So she like grabs your arm and pulls it over. As she does, she pulls this strange contraption from behind her head and puts it over her eye, and it's not unlike a monocle, but it seems like a magnifying glass. And as she's looking at it, she's like, what weapon did you say you prefer?
Flail.
A flail, huh? And you need to hold a shield?
Well, I hold the shield and a flail.
So which are you holding in this hand?
Well, now the shield, because I don't have a hand to hold the flail with.
I doubt you're holding much. Let's see.
This one's smart. I like her.
I got, I'd have to make you a specialty contraption. This ain't just no shield I'm gonna attach onto your arm. And with all the dwarves that died, I imagine that I'm not gonna be getting a lot of materials. And I hear that that's your fault. Coming into the gates and letting them close behind you, so I'm gonna have to charge you extra for whatever I give you. You understand? Mm-hmm. And for a specialty item to hold a shield on this arm, she's kind of looking at it.
Understand that bullshit? No, we didn't close no gates.
No, I helped her.
We tried to open the gates. We weren't.
You didn't have any friends that were... Oh, wait, she thinks we tried to close them?
Yeah.
No, we tried to open the gates. We were helping all the people that was stuck outside.
Then we killed the fucking giants.
Yeah, you killed the giants. Nothing that the guards couldn't have handled eventually, but look, way I hear it.
Yeah, but how much
Way
more
I hear it,
would have been crushed if we weren't helping?
Way I hear it, you all were the last ones in the gate.
Don't give her any gold.
Well, I tried my best to help your friends, so...
I've never known.
And I'm trying my best to help you, but you're all getting emotional like a bunch of little human girls.
I've never known a dwarf
Halfling.
to turn down work from honest folk and heroes of the vine at that.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
19.
Cool. I'll give you inspiration for that.
Sweet.
Yes, with the 19. Look, I've got a lot of work to do here, and with the death of all the dwarves that happened outside of the city, I'm not going to be getting many materials from here on out. They were all miners, our only way to get it, and there's not many other ways to get it here in Bryn Shander. And the cold, she's a bitch, and she takes everything she can from us. I can make you a custom arm. I'll have to get your measurements. It'll take about a week.
Custom arm, little boo.
We might not need it by the time we get back.
Well, don't get all excited. It's just going to be a metal and leather brace you put over your hand that a shield can fit into. Probably won't work as well as your hand did, but...
Would it be easier to make a flail fitting?
Oh, yeah. She pulls out a hook hand, and she just takes goes over and takes a few tools and then throws it to her apprentice, and she's like, you can have you a flail attached on there by tomorrow.
Let's do that for now.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
How much? That's your dominant hand for flailing anyway, right?
Yeah, Well, fighting it doesn't really matter yet.
Look, I ain't proud of the way I acted, but it doesn't mean I didn't mean what I said. It's just gonna be a tough time ahead of me. I need some extra gold, and if you can spare it, if you're as famous and rich as they say, you'd be helping out an old blacksmith.
Sure. Do you have any use for rubies and gems and stuff?
They're worth money, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, where are all those
Oh, wait,
ores and stuff we got from...
I have a set of
What?
scale mail that I'm not using that I could give to her. She'd probably use it as an armor.
We got a bunch of rare ores from,
Oh, yeah.
What's
Like
the
Mithril
guy?
and Bartrick or Jawa.
You guys have time. I thought you wrote them down.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're in there.
You wrote them down.
I have a set of plate mail also.
They're in my
That was
other
my new plate.
All right. They were super rare.
Yeah, I want to help her because I feel so badly now that...
She'll take those things, and she takes them without hesitation, and she takes them without any kind of like bashfulness or embarrassment or thanks. She just kind of takes them and throws them to her apprentice. And as she throws them to her apprentice, she says, "Look, I'll have it done for you. It'll be good work for the boy, and you've helped an old blacksmith out. So for the repairs, I'll need to take your measurements first of all. Secondly, I can do it for 100 gold pieces. Ought to do it."
Even though I gave you scale mail and this +1 scanner.
I didn't understand that to be a barter.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, and then 100 gold. That's fine.
He's about to have that flail, man.
So
I'm so sorry that we brought.
if I offered her some of the materials,
Like she's got like his.
would she be able to make anything with them, or would she just flail mail?
She would probably be able to make something with them. She would need to know exactly what the names of them are, though. And if you don't know the names, she could take a few days to do some research and kind of look over them and determine what they are
It's like
herself.
dragon.
You guys did some pretty cool war.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but if you don't have it right now, we can do it some other time. If you just want to give it to her, she could definitely do something with it. So just seeing you kind of like, would you pull them out in front of her, or is it just like you're thinking about it?
I'd be like, well, what about these?
You see her kind of light up a bit, and as she does, she kind of reaches across and grabs the bag. She tries to grab the bag from you to look at it, and like hurriedly, and she seems pretty excited.
I want to grab it back and snatch it back toward us.
Roll a strength check.
I have the list of what we've got here.
Oh, nice.
Cold iron, abyssal blood iron, dragon hide, and several crystalline rocks, including, if I can read my own handwriting, crystalline.
Crystalline,
and
that's the big one. Yeah.
22.
Yeah, so with the 22, you're able to pull it back, and she's like, look, I'm not trying to steal it. I'm an honest worker. I just haven't seen any ore like this since... in decades. Where did you find this? Was that blood iron?
Indeed.
And crystalline, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Oh, I can do great things with this material. I can make you some really astounding pieces of equipment with this. I'd almost pay you to use it, but
We'd be proud to tell everyone who made it for us.
everybody already knows the name Magnus in this town. I don't need any more.
We'll travel well beyond this
Maybe
town,
not
Magnus.
this. Yeah, in this town, but not beyond this.
Would you
town.
like the whole continent to know your name for what you made?
Let me keep this ore. I'll make you something special out of it, and I'll only charge you for the labor.
Yeah, well, I can't wear any of it, but how do you guys feel about that?
Hell yeah! Can you make a cool flail?
Maybe out of the blood iron, but the other things are more
I
of
think
like
she's gonna make something better than that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think that the blood iron would be a right waste on the flail.
On one condition.
Where are we again?
I don't want to say
Let me
anything.
fuck you.
She doesn't want to go on a date.
What's the condition?
That
we
the
Bryn
heroes of the
Shander?
vine get remembered for helping this town, and not
Where's Fire?
drag our name through the mud.
We want a plaque.
Look, I got a bit ahead of myself earlier. I was a bit fired up over losing the miners. You understand? I'm not going to be dragging anyone's name through the damn mud, especially if you're bringing me things like this. I'm not as big a son of a bitch as you think I am.
Or a daughter of a bitch. Either way.
You know what I mean.
I'm still gonna go with son. Not convinced she's a woman.
Push Gus. We understand that you've been through some stress, but don't go blaming the wrong people.
Look, and so as you guys are talking, she's kind of getting the measurements on Mildy's arms. You won't be getting any of those pansy flails either. You won't look like a weak ass out there just flailing some old piece of metal around. I'm a master blacksmith. You're gonna get my good work. I can swear you that.
When should we return
so
to pick up the
excited
gear?
You get a beautiful.
So it's still early morning. You guys have just kind of been making your rounds around town pretty quickly. I can have this finished for you by tomorrow. First thing.
What about the gear that you're talking about with the ore that we have?
That ore takes some precision, timing, and care. That's going to take about a month or so.
Okay.
Well, it'll take us about that long to get to Thay.
To get to Thay and not
That's gonna be
die.
great.
So.
Why do we always pick the worst places to go? Why don't we just go start our vineyard?
Can it really be any worse?
You're heading to Thay, are ya?
Yeah.
I think on that note, I'll probably be taking my payment in advance.
Yeah, I already paid you.
Yeah, we're not heading to Thay. We just were saying that.
Roll deception.
Well, if you don't come back for it, you can sell it to somebody else.
Sorry. 21.
Oh wow, yeah. So, I could have sworn I heard you say Thay.
No.
If you were going to there, you'd be dead for sure. I was just trying to get my gold up front.
Suggested it, and we're like, no, we just keep joking about it.
Smart.
Yeah.
An adventurer knows what they can handle and what they can't, and
back a little bit. Then
Just because you got spooky eyes doesn't mean you can handle everything.
oh, you'd be
They call
surprised.
me old spook
You
eyes.
would be surprised.
You all are lucky to have come to me. You're gonna need to. I know why you did. You're gonna have to cover those scrawny bodies up with some armor so you don't get hurt. Looks like you can barely pick up your weapons.
Even that one?
Especially him. Especially that one.
What? I'm wearing like dwarven plate mail.
Scrawny. He's scrawny for a dwarf. She puts her arm up on the
She was
counter, like right
you.
across from it. You can see her sign hanging there. It's an anvil with a horseshoe and 2 hammers on the side of it.
I want to arm wrestle.
It says Magnus. Yeah, and she's like, let's see it then. She puts her arm up.
All right, right before
want
I
you
arm
also.
wrestle her, I cast thaumaturgy and like my one good eye like flashes with lightning.
I wouldn't get out.
Can I arm wrestle her too?
What'd you get?
A 26.
Holy shit! Yeah, so like, dude, she holds her own for a second, and then Siegmyere pretty easily just like slams her arm down.
Are we rolling strength?
Each of you want to do it?
Yeah.
She's like, let's see another one of these, and
I got an 18 in my eyes.
I got a
lightning.
19.
yeah, so 19, you're able to hit her hand over too, and you got a what?
An 18. And my eyes are lightning.
Yeah, and so with that, all three of you are able to pull her arm over, and she's like, perhaps yours is, perhaps you got a little more strength than them scrawny bones than it looks
Yeah.
like. You've earned my respect.
Would you like your forge to be any hotter?
You've earned my respect.
I learned a little something in the Underdark about heating forges.
Now that's certainly interesting. You know anything about keeping them burning longer than they're supposed to?
Well,
Possibly.
there's that crazy guy with the chain.
Yeah, there's that guy, but I think he was happy where he
And
was.
what about you? Where's your armor at? You walking around in that trash bag all day?
I can't wear armor. I'm a sorcerer. It says so in the handbook.
Well, I bet you think you're so much better than me. You can read.
Well,
Hold on a second.
pretty good skill to have.
Read?
I'm gonna fucking.
I can read 3 languages, so. And read.
I'm gonna do minor illusion and make a giant flopping cock and balls just flying around her face, like swooping around her head, and that's gonna be for deception, I guess. Nat 1.
Chaos magic!
I guess it would be.
You're a learned man who
You're about to
can read,
kill
huh?
this flex.
I literally just did chaos magic because that's a cantrip.
Oh no!
We just almost made a friend, and now he's gonna turn her into a
Damn.
This is gonna get so fun so fast.
No.
Yeah, so that's deep. So, creature, as this happens, she seems like really distracted. The cock and balls actually does show up, and she's like, "What's the matter with you?" And as it happens, creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw. So if you had like a charm or something, she would roll disadvantage on that shit. Or you can just let this cock fly around her. And
It has to be him that
you have to be him.
Do you have any charms?
Look, you've earned my experienced hands to work on your armor, and that's reward enough. I think you don't got to be sending any weird cock and balls flying around my head.
That's what she calls it too.
I'm just offering you some armor, just trying to keep you alive out there. If you're going to, if you're an adventurer like you say, I don't think that cloth is going to protect you from much.
I mean, I legitimately can't wear that stuff, yo. Gets in the way of my casting.
And with that, she's like, "Well, I'd better get to work if I'm going to have this done on time."
We'll see you tomorrow and then again in a month.
All right, it's a deal then.
Dude.
And as she turns around, you can hear kind of grumbling like "Heroes of the Vine." And she like gives a like word.
Whatever, bitch, we all.
Yeah, let's arm wrestle again.
All right, with that, we'll take a break unless you guys want to do anything
And we gave
else
her cool
before.
I know, right?
I'm taking.
So while I was looking at what ore we have,
Yeah.
I figured out why we knew the best boy detective's mentor.
It's funny
Because he interviewed us on the
jokes
way
in
out of the
that
That's
movie
the
that I
one!
kid, and now I'm like, that's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
He's a
We
claustrophobic.
put shit together. We just go.
What was the best boy detective's name?
Fast.
Bast.
Bast.
Right. Bast.
That's right, yeah, because
Yeah,
that-
his alignment is lawful cinnamon roll.
And I love him.
Cinnamon roll for initiative.
I'm going to eat him up.
He's an innocent. All right, so let's fast forward a bit. I'm assuming you guys are going to go back to Kelvin's comfort
No.
because you have free rooming. Okay, you can go somewhere else.
I'm going
You can
to
sleep on the ground.
I drink
We're
and
gonna
fall
get
asleep
rip
in the
roaring
streets.
hammered and go to bed.
Hell yeah, you guys do.
Brady, fire, Brady.
gotta celebrate it
You guys
between all
drink
these
so much
huge
on this
quests.
particular night that even Firebeard is knowing you're going to Thay and like, especially bringing up maybe all of the events that you've all been through. It just kind of
We
sits
won
in your
some arm
minds.
wrestling
Yeah.
competitions.
Oh fuck yeah, we deserve a drink. You guys drink
Oh,
so
can I
much.
start an arm wrestling competition at Kelvin's Comfort?
Yeah, hell yeah. Roll. So, I mean, as you walk in, you like.
This will be fun.
Do you guys want to do anything at the House of the Triad before you leave?
I would like to pray for a little bit.
I'm just going straight
To
back
Tyr for his
the
guidance.
House of the
I'm
Triad,
totally
Tyr,
into
Ilmater, and Torm.
Yeah,
they're in the House of the Triad, and that is present here in Bryn Shander. It's where these two found religion once more, and both made oaths to Tyr. So it seems to be the only temple that is in Bryn Shander.
Okay.
I want to pray to Tyr to help me keep my word and to show me the way to help the innocents and kill the bad guys.
And punish the unjust.
And punish the evil and unjust.
Tina's just back in the pub in the corner.
Yeah, so with that, roll a charisma check for me. Are you going to do the same? Or are you going with her?
I'm totally with her,
Okay,
yeah.
so roll a charisma check for me as well.
Is she? So
saving
she's
is
with
check.
me.
Just a check.
Just a check.
You're not saving from me.
21!
21, nice.
Wait. Okay. Hold on.
Ah, shit.
15.
All right, so with both of those, you guys both go to the House of the Triad. You pray to Tyr, and as you do, you both feel stronger. You feel that light kind of coursing through your veins, and you kind of feel the sense of enlightenment. And then Siegmyere finishes up that prayer with strong and help us punish the unjust. And as that happens, you can feel fire kind of spread through your veins and throughout your body. For the next 24, we won't say 24 hours. For the next 3 days, you guys will both be able to choose to roll advantage on one attack, and once you do, it's gone. So you guys are both have a blessing of Tyr on you as you pray in the House of the Triad to him.
So that just happens once in
Yeah, you can choose to use it one time in the next 3 days if it was to come up.
I worship Talos by starting a drunken bar brawl.
Are you really want to do that?
Yeah.
As you're like trying to set up this thing, okay, do you want to, are you praying, or is it just like, in his name kind of thing?
Yeah, it's just like getting pumped and being like, hey, jackass.
Roll a charisma check for me.
That's fucking amazing.
Just straight charisma?
Yeah.
Mildy and I are not there, right?
That's a 16.
Okay, so with the 16, you also feel this rush from your god. It feels like electricity is kind of crackling throughout your body. You're in this bar fight. You're able to hold your own, and then you get hit a few times. You just kind of laugh it off, and even Firebeard himself's like, oh! Like from behind the bar, and you see all these dwarves. They're just like so into it. All the other races kind of take a step back, except maybe these two. And as you're starting this brawl, like you can just see Torgrim like slamming drinks into these guys, all of which you have to pay for.
I'm gonna use my advantage on attack right now.
So yeah, as you feel this energy kind of crackling through your body, and once in the next 3 days, you will receive a blessing from Talos, and as you do, you can imbue an extra D6 into an attack that hits for electric damage within the next 3 days.
Two.
Meanwhile,
3 days.
Fina has taken a far corner seat in the pub. She's got a little bitty bottle of whiskey and the never-ending teacup, which she's just pouring a little whiskey into.
Nice.
And she's studying
sounds
her
delicious.
book of
That's also
Firewall. It's
Okay.
so good.
So let's say it'll take.
Whiskey and Earl Grey.
Firewall is. It might actually be an 8th level spell. Can you look that up for me?
Yeah.
So is it like a bardic inspo, basically? The D6 thing?
Yeah, you could consider that. It lasts
Actually,
for
I
3
think
days.
that was one I could
But
have
it's
taken this
electric
time.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, to your head, so it's sort of like that. Do what, Rachel?
I think that might have been one I could take this time.
Yeah, if you can learn it, we'll start
Very,
putting points toward you learning it.
Diablo
but if not,
2 sorceress.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You like crisscross them.
And then they like dance across the field. I hate that. And all the little monsters are like. So this all happens. Everybody for the drinks that you get needs to pay up 1 gold piece each. Drinks are cheap, so 1 gold piece each. They're much cheaper than weapons and all these other things. But you drink so much and you cause so much trouble that Firebeard he forces his hand and he has to charge you this time. He can't just let all this go to waste.
Good, and I tip him an extra gold piece.
All right.
I have an ability though, and it specifically says.
Oh yeah, you can probably you specifically don't have to pay. So you save a gold piece, Jordan. Yeah,
Penny pinching.
What the fuck kind of ability is that?
It's my variant sailor background.
Yeah. So Firebeard, he's just like, I'm not one.
I give him the stink eye, and he's like, "Well, accept that guy."
No need for that. I'm not one to turn down a dwarven brother drinks, especially one who can fight with the gusto that you just showed us. So you're able to get out of there without having to do any of that.
Okay, just kidding. I could have taken it. I don't even.
What
see
level
it.
is it?
I don't see it.
It's wall of fire.
Wall of
Yeah, not
fire. I'm just
firewall.
kidding.
It's wall of
Okay.
fire.
That would. Okay, yeah. So that would have been a 4th level. So I could have taken that as well.
Okay, so let's say that it'll take a total, and find somewhere to keep track of this that's easy for you to find. It'll take a total of 48 hours to learn this spell, studying this tome.
But there's
What was that weird
It
thing?
lays out in the wizard thing. Like,
Oh, how long it takes you?
how long it's supposed to
Okay, great.
Said something
learn.
a minute ago.
Well, whatever that says, if you want to keep looking it up, this will put 4 hours toward it. Let's say that you're able to take.
Find a word spell, first level hurricane, spell it.
No,
Form for each level, the process takes 2 hours.
no, that's an old.
Oh, 2 full hours?
So for each level of the spell. So,
So 8 hours. Okay, so let's say that you have 4 toward it now.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
talking to her, you're kind of enamored. You're just kind of tearing through this book right now.
And it's also costing me 50 gold per level, so it'll be 200 gold.
Okay.
Which I'll go ahead and cross off.
Great. All right, and with that, you all start this fight. You all get rip-roaring drunk. You have a great night.
I drink tea.
Tea whiskey.
Whiskey, yeah.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
So yeah, for once, you all are able to kind of
does.
relax. Though these frost giants just attacked, you all are not in any immediate danger. You are among friends, so you're able to have drinks and let your guard down just for a little while and enjoy yourselves. As you all kind of wake up in a little bit of a stupor. Your heads kind of pound just a bit. You have a long journey.
What a
ahead.
night,
You
right?
wake up early. Oh, what a night.
So the best part is that while that fight was going on, I've been actually practicing the spell. So occasionally walls of fire have
Yeah.
been springing up by my table.
And just if you were in any other bar, you'd think it'd be a problem.
Oh, but
but
you're
Firebeard himself is like, ha ha! Keep the heat going, little one. And so so you all wake up. I'm assuming
Fireplace is fine.
before you go and talk to Sir Barrick, you want to go get your flail hand.
Yeah.
So as you show up, where did my
You should get an interchangeable one so you can have like a drink hand.
So as you're going through this, Magnus is waiting for you early in the morning. It seems like she's worked all night. She just kind of she has soot all over her. She's kind of stretching her hand when you show up, and her eyelids look heavy. But she passes something across to you. It's a leather contraption with metal pieces that go up the side of your arm, and it holds. It wraps around your elbow, and it goes all the way up to your shoulder, and it holds this metal cup tightly up against the nub that you have. Hanging off of it, there is a flail on a chain. She warns you. Look, that's a fine weapon, and it's made by these hands. It is a +1. It's a masterwork flail, so it is +1. And
So do I add that to attack rolls or to damage?
both. She says, "Look, it's a fine weapon, and it looks good on you, but I wouldn't go wearing that thing around town. Makes a couple people feel uneasy, you know."
Cool.
Wouldn't go around just flashing that.
And you already paid her.
Flailing it around.
You already paid her for this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. Have fun with the other oars and stuff. I bet you'll make something wonderful because this is beautiful.
I'll have something ready for you in a month's time. You and your friends try and stay alive because I'd hate to make this for nothing.
Let us know next time you're gonna get your shit kicked in at arm wrestling.
She actually, that bad, she's like, I like you. All right, right. So with that, you all want to go find Sir Beric Nyleth?
Old stuffy face.
All right. As you all, so this Magnus's blacksmithing or smithery forge, whatever you want to call it, is actually outside. It has a counter around it that's made of stone, but it is in the middle of this street. You just kind of see the smoke pouring out from it. As you turn around, you can see Sir Beric Nyleth making his way down the street toward you. It seems as though he's come to you. And, hail, heroes of the vine! It's a beautiful morning here at Bryn Shander. It's slightly warmer than normal, although it's only 10 below Celsius, and that's a good day in Bryn Shander. Wouldn't you agree?
Did you not drink your brandy?
Oh, you're right. I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Wes totally forgot about that. Look, everything is ready. I have the components. I have everything prepared. So as soon as you're ready to go.
We pretty much did all the shopping we'll ever need to do.
No, not ever.
I like to shop.
We'll shop again as soon as we get back.
It's like, you know what? I know I need to kill this fucking frost giant, but I just want to go shopping.
Therapy.
Shop till you drop.
Dungeons and Merchants.
Let's get some Starbucks.
God. Shit.
6,000 gold.
I left this up. That ain't good. That's bad for morale. All right. So, what would you all like to do?
Are we ready?
So we got to teleport to the place first.
To Everland. Yeah.
Is the teleporter up and going? We got that.
We're at a great moment.
Anything else before we jump in the big old portal thing? Little booze. Boobjin!
All right. So with that, he'll take you to
Like a rap video.
Hold on, let me just...
Look in your butt titties like you wanted me, calling me.
So he'll take you to a tower that Fina, Siegmyere, and Gus all recognize. Torgrim would recognize it too, actually.
Yeah.
No, wait, you weren't there yet. So you three, So you three recognize this tower. He's taking you up. You know it to be one of the Harper's headquarters. He has taken you to the top of this tower before, and as he leads you up to the top of this, you see it's very familiar. A lot of people, they still seem to be asleep, though. Some of them are beginning to stir. They're starting to light fires. You can smell wood burning and what smells like eggs cooking. You can kind of hear them sizzling as you walk by. A lot of people are wearing, men and women alike, they all are equipped with some sort of weapon, whether it be magic or melee. And as you're walking up this tower, you see them all wearing green cloaks with a brass leaf clasp that's holding them on the side here. And they all kind of are just giving, the ones that do see you just give you respectful nods as you walk by and continue their work. Sir Beric Nyleth is going to take you to what?
Can I get one of those cool clothes?
Sir Beric Nyleth's like, all you need to do is ask, friend. You all are honorary members of Harper's. However, if any of you are interested in becoming full members, we surely could take another day to make this happen.
What are the
We'll be
benefits
back.
of
We'll be
membership?
back. We got shit to do.
What does
Just so we know, well, what does that entail?
All you must do is talk to the right people. It just takes time. I myself can't do it. Though I'm a leader, I don't have the power in me to make you members. It's, as you know, we're a clandestine organization. It's a tricky process to make sure that you know everything you can't do, and there are oaths to be taken in front of the right people.
I see.
and what sort
kind
of
of oaths?
things does that entitle us to once we join?
Well, it will entitle you to any information that we have, the location of any hideouts that we have in major cities. It'll also entitle you to one of these fancy cloaks. And he flourishes his a bit.
Is there any kind of exclusivity clause with this?
Well, yes, the Harpers are clandestine. There are many people who consider us to be vigilantes of sorts, and many lawmen don't like that sort of thing.
A word with my hose. Could we still be enrolled by the people that Bernie Sanders hooked us up with and be part of those two? Yeah.
Because he
Would that conflict? Oh, he is in conflict? Mm-hmm. Never mind, we could. We good.
So, this is very exciting news. Would you all like to do that today?
Can we put our cloaks on now?
Unfortunately, the cloaks are they're a symbol that you know the rules and that you take the oaths.
Donation fee.
How long will it take to take the oaths?
It'll take at least another full day.
That's a long
give us access to the information that would help us on this particular trip?
Out to Everland? I mean, you are using the Harper teleportation network, so
Right.
you would have.
already got some pretty sweet.
What's-
It'll probably help us in the
What's
future.
one more day before we start another whirlwind adventure?
I mean, you're cool without your hands.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see this sick
I mean, we can montage the
Want your
host,
hands?
right? We don't have to like...
Is Odiog gonna be out there? The only thing,
It'll take some role playing to get through it.
the only
Odiog
thing
has
that I
been-
think we can't spare time for is poor
We
little
are playing a
Odiog.
role-playing game.
He's been
guys.
gentle reposed. He's just chilling, yeah. The body's not good.
Yeah, you're every day. You told me you're gentle reposing him each morning, right?
I thought it just lasted. I had a scroll of it.
Oh, gross.
It doesn't.
Like as I lay dying, like
Yeah.
How long does that
carrying
last?
around the corpse.
That would last 24 hours.
Oh, we do not have time.
Well, we already...
Odiog is rotting
That up.
in the bag of
Holding.
holding.
We're still trying
His
to
body is in the bag of holding.
I didn't make that choice.
Just get my sword out. Oh god!
I did not make that call.
Boo!
Nothing like palpable human.
That is not right.
How would you clean puke out of a bag of holding?
It's just floating out through the ethereal space.
I mean, you're not going to grab it unless you think about it.
That's true. I never
Just
think
be in
about
there.
It's just
But
there.
once it's there, you can't not.
Don't vomit in the thing.
No, it's there.
Every time
Dead
I pull out my
Odiog
sword and it
juices.
comes out covered in barf.
Don't do it. Just don't buy from the bag of holding.
So what do you guys want to do?
Well,
I kind of want this.
We're coming, so we have to come back here because we have to get all the cool shit that the blacksmith made for us. So why don't we do that when we come back?
Would having membership aid us in our return, perhaps?
Yeah.
And what's another day in D&D time? Let's just do the oaths.
Let's do it. I think Mildy's starting to lose faith.
All right.
Audiog will be okay.
Audio. Audio.
His
log.
name we're already
audio.
I've already forgotten his name.
I'm down. I'm in for
Cheer
both.
blessings.
All right, let's do
I
it.
think we
So,
already
let's
kind of
become
screwed the
Harper.
So Mildy is openly discounting Odiog being able to be helped, right?
I think she's starting to. Well, the gods don't intend for us to come back from the dead, and if they did, they would bring us back from the dead.
So with Mildy's.
I mean, I could do something.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So with Mildy's open kind of discounting of helping Odiog, you lose your blessing from Tyr.
Not from helping him? I'm not helping him. I mean, we're still gonna help him.
Yeah, but you openly were like, I don't know if it's going to work out though. So, meh.
Well, all right.
Your oath to Tyr was to help the weak in any way that you could.
He's not weak. He's dead.
Mildy,
That's really
And his-
weak.
she just shed a tear.
Technically the weakest.
Well,
I didn't want to carry around his dead ass the whole time.
And blessing God. Wow, day 2, huh, guys?
That was totally out of game. That was just me making a joke. I'm serious.
I know you were just joking.
I feel better
but
about
we're also
that.
going to carry your blessing.
I want to carry his dead ass.
Well, should we get to the oaths?
Y'all suck.
Yes, Wes might have something he actually wants us to get to today.
Can we just breeze through the oaths and get to the cool stuff?
Yada yada
Yada,
yada.
yada, yada, you get a robe, you come in the
So
portal.
like a quick course for these oaths, like a
Harper's.
sign here.
But being dead isn't technically a bad thing. So many people have fallen in battle. It's not a dishonor to
I don't
fall in
have to
battle.
go.
You know, guess what? You don't get to justify it. You lose your blessing.
I just had to roll for it.
Yeah, I don't have that one either. Sorry, Oates.
All right. So as you all are in this tower, Sir Barrett Nylef seems elated, and he's like, "Surely no harm can come of taking an extra day to become members of the Emerald Enclave."
We know what they're about.
Well, no harm to any of us that are alive,
Are we
right?
not already members of the Emerald Enclave?
You guys are like honorary, like they know of you and
Bankroll.
they'll help you
This
if
is the same thing as Emerald Enclave.
this is the Emerald Enclave.
Okay,
Yeah.
it has 2 names.
What did I say?
Harper.
The
The
Harper.
Harpers?
Oh yeah, it's Sorry, it's just the Emerald Enclave. I didn't mean to say Harbors.
So then we would actually be
we're going to
active.
run into.
Yes.
We'd be active members of Emerald Enclave at that point, after the oaths.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Will they pay more at that point?
What's their like code?
If you do quests for them and missions for them, yes, you get paid.
Do they have like a code or like a mantra or like?
Yeah, they believe in keeping the natural order and in survival of the fittest.
That's pretty much Dallas. So yeah,
I'm game.
I mean, there's a little more to it, but that's like essentially it.
Darwinism.
Yeah.
So basically letting Odiog be dead.
No, it's quite the opposite.
That's like
The natural order isn't like a nature thing. It's like helping the weak and not letting the powerful become too powerful kind of thing.
Right.
I'm with that to a point.
I'm not against it. Yeah, so with that, and we can skip all the NPC names and everything if you guys, unless you guys want to make friends with the higher ups. But he tells you that they're not even here yet. It's still pretty early in the morning, so you all are going to have to wait around for these people to show up.
So, brunch?
They're cooking here, and they would gladly give you all some food. And a lot of people, if you do want to eat with them, do you want to eat with them?
Sure.
Yeah, so they offer you breakfast.
I'll help them
It's a what?
I'll help them cook.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so you help them cook, and as you all are waiting for your food, they bring out these big, healthy slabs of ham with fried eggs beside it. You guys are eating it, and everyone is asking you about your adventures. They know your names, they know you've worked with Grimoire, and they know you worked with Sir Beric Nihilith, and so they're asking about all those things, how you've helped them, where you've been, what you've done. Most of the people in the Emerald Enclave you're starting to pick up on are adventurers as well. Though they all honor a certain code, and because of that respect one another. And this is just one of many of their meeting places. Some of them seem to be stationed here permanently, while others are just passing through and getting help from this place. But after you finish eating, Sir Beric Nihilith stands up and he gingerly kind of dabs his mouth, the food away from it, and he kind of like flaps his napkin. He checks to make sure there's nothing on his armor. You can see him kind of brushing it off, and he licks his napkin and is polishing it. And as he throws it down, he looks at his hands and he's like, I'll be right back. He comes back and his hands are red, probably from rigorous washing. And
Little OCD.
as he does come back, he's like, right. Well, the leaders are surely waiting for you. I've sent word to them that your arrival is here, and I imagine that they're very excited to see you. And at this point, it's about midday, so do you all want to follow him to meet them now?
we're at the portal.
Gus just jumps in.
I mean, I fucking would.
All right.
And Fina's gonna sort of trail along behind. She's not entirely sure.
So as you all begin to talk to them, they are well dressed. Two well dressed men. Two of them are elves, actually, and one of them is a human female. The two elves are both male, and they give you a little bit of backstory. They tell you that they have heard of you and they've heard that you've helped, so this should help speed the process along. They tell you that the Emerald Enclave is a far-ranging group that opposes threats to the natural world and helps others survive the many perils of the wild. A ranger might be hired to lead a caravan through a treacherous mountain pass or the frozen tundra of Bryn Shander. A druid might volunteer to help a small village prepare for a long, brutal winter. Barbarians and witches who live like hermits most of the year might defend a town against marauding orcs or barbarians. Members of the Emerald Enclave know how to survive, and more importantly, they want to help others do the same. They are not opposed to civilization or progress, but they strive to prevent civilization and the wilderness from destroying one another. Members of the Emerald Enclave are spread far and wide and usually operate in isolation. They learn to depend on themselves more than others, though they are glad when others depend on them. Survival in a harsh world also demands great fortitude and mastery of certain fighting and survival skills. Members of the Enclave who dedicate themselves to helping others survive the perils of the wilderness and society are more social than others who are charged with defending sacred glades and preserving the natural balance. If that sounds good to you all, the elf male, the other two have this leather armor on. It seems very simple. They'll have swords at their sides. And as this elf finishes talking to you, he has his hair braided back. He has a scar across his dark skin. It's not very fair, even though he is an elf. They all pull out these swords, and as they pull them out, you can see on their hilt there is a leaf engraved into them, and they set them on the tables in front of them, and he says, so, what say you to this?
Looks like a sword.
Not the sword. To our standards, our principles, who we are.
It sounds like something
I say
I
hell
can get
yeah.
down with.
Count me in, fam.
Defend the weak, keep things from destroying each other.
That's kind of my MO anyway.
And who among you are willing to take the oath?
Me and the possum.
As you all raise your hands, he picks his sword up, and as he picks his sword up, he points it out toward you, over you, and he stands from the table, and as he holds this sword above you, you can see the fire just kind of roaring behind him in this stone room. The heat of it is slowly starting to fill this room and fighting the cold of Bryn Shander. And as he stands up and holds his sword out, the two beside him stand up and they hold their swords out toward you as well. And he's looking out over all of you, and he kind of like...
I hold my new flail arm up.
It's just like dangling off your...
I spin it around a couple times.
Do that. I hold out the possum.
Alright.
I'll pull up my warhammer.
And Fina?
And I guess I've just got a staff, so
Alright. So as you hold these
a
out,
little flame on the end of it for effect.
they say...
So it's not just a stick.
And under this oath, and repeat after me.
Big fat.
You will preserve the natural order. It will be respected and preserved.
We will...
Yeah, do it. Say it. Forces that seek to upset the natural balance must be destroyed.
Forces that seek to upset the natural balance will be destroyed.
Must be destroyed.
Annihilated.
Maybe.
Both the wilderness and society can be harsh.
Both the wilderness and society can be harsh.
Not everyone can survive in it without assistance.
Not everyone can survive in it without assistance.
Do it. Do it or you're not in.
What did you say?
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
Do it without
assistance.
And I am glad to be that assistance.
And I am glad to be that assistance.
I don't like that guy.
I don't like that kind of...
Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
And with that, they all sheathe their weapons back, and he nods over, and as he does, the elfin male beside him gets up, and he goes over to a chest and opens it, and as he does, he pulls out this beautiful green material. It's a hooded cloak with a brass leaf clasp on it, and he lays 5 of them on the table in front of him.
Yay!
Sure,
I couldn't
dwarf
know.
size.
Yeah, they're size to you all. Like they have a lot. There weren't only 5 in this chest. Like he digs out 5 that'll fit.
They're the right sizes. Do they do shit?
Nice.
They don't.
We all look
Dude.
I mean, if are you asking them like, did he do anything?
Yeah, like what? Do these have special powers, or just give us right of passage in certain places? Like
This
just identify us.
is just an identifier.
just identification.
I'm just gonna look fucking badass over my plate mail.
That's what I was thinking.
You're gonna look like Dr. Doom.
Oh, dude.
And so as you all take these oaths, it's a little past midday. It is afternoon at this point. After eating and talking to these people, there are a few other things you could do. If you would like to take a weapon from the Emerald Enclave, they offer it to you. Each of them on their hilt where the weapon connects, you can see that same leaf insignia. And for what it's worth, this is the symbol of the Emerald Enclave.
Oh, stars, dude.
What weapons do they have?
They have any weapons that you would like. So if you wanted a great axe with the symbol on it, you could pick that up.
Is there anything-
They're standard weapons with the Emerald Enclave symbol.
I'm good.
We don't need your swag.
Alright, so after all this is said,
Can't compete with my axe steez.
Tegan, the head elf at the table, introduces himself to you.
Tegan?
Tegan. And
Sarah?
nope, just Tegan. And
Friendly.
with these cloaks, you represent everything that we represent, and we expect you to represent it well. I know that you'll serve the Emerald Enclave with all of your hearts, and you'll do your best to protect those who cannot protect themselves. I expect to hear of your good deeds far and wide. Wear your cloaks with pride, and find your brothers and sisters in the Emerald Enclave and other cities. Sir Nylith tells me you all head to Everland.
I have a question.
Of course.
If this is a clandestine organization, why are we all wearing cloaks?
The clandestine nature of our organization is not that we don't exist, it's that people don't get to find out where we stay.
It's more the nature of the operations that is clandestine, rather. It's what they do, not who they are.
Just curious. Okay.
You were heading to Everland and then out to Thay.
I have a question.
Okay.
What does clandestine mean?
It means
Secretive.
secret.
Yes, it does.
Did Jordan not know that, or did Torter know that?
Surreptitious.
Damn it.
I was like, it's a clan.
With a destiny.
Destiny.
This sounds epic as fuck. It's like, no, it's a secret. What's a secret? The meaning of clandestine. Okay, then I won't tell anybody either.
Just
Okay,
a
we
word that
do.
no one knows.
Portal time!
Look, let me finish. If you all do seek to go to Everland, you have friends there. Know this. And from what I'm told, you'll need horses. We can provide those. One of the many benefits of being part of the Emerald Enclave.
Horses for free, motherfuckers!
They'll be waiting upon your arrival.
Dude,
I've seen two.
ponies.
I think you just want
Pilgrim, he can teach you to ride a friggin' horse. Just
Oh my god!
I want a pony with pink hair.
And
sure,
we'll
we
do
can get up
our
on
best to
horse.
compensate you. So with this, it is afternoon. It did not take an entire day to do this, so you all can choose to stay in Bryn Shander, or Sir Barrett Nylith walks in and says, friends, brothers, sisters, it's good to see you as part of the Emerald Enclave, and I'm proud to have you here. People know your names, and they'll know the names of the Emerald Enclave as well. If you all are ready to go, I can still send you now.
Do we need to take the horses with us now, or will there be horses when
they'll
we
be
get there?
but I
there.
didn't
He was
want
saying they'll be there when we get there.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Let's go.
Well, let's get in this big old barrel.
So as you walk to the top
one for me.
of this tower,
Little dwarf pony.
the sounds from the city
pygmy
fade. And as the sounds from the city fade, you're on top of this tower in almost the center of Bryn Shander, and you can just see the vast tundra kind of spread out before you. The top of this tower is bare, and as you're looking out, you can see the mountains that you came from. You can see the tundra kind of stretching out before that. You can see the town being cleaned up below you, and white smoke pouring out of the chimneys of the houses that remain. As you sit up here, you see something drawn onto the floor in a wide circle with many intricate symbols all the way around it. Lying in the center is the pouch that Gus gave to Sir Barrick Nylith. And Sir Barrick looks at you all as the wind blows past him. You can see the tip of his nose still red from being sick. And you can see the frost kind of just settling on like what little bit of snot maybe still running out of his nose. Though he continually has a handkerchief he wipes it with. His nose becoming raw from maybe doing it obsessively. He looks out at all of you and says, "Well, friends, whenever you're ready."
I just jump in.
Onward ho.
Let's go.
All right, so as you all step out onto this portal, I think I got it. Yeah. As you all step out onto this portal, this light comes out of it and it starts to shine all around you all, and in a flash, it kind of wraps around you. You see a bright light and it fades. You immediately begin to sweat as you look up. You're not sure what room you're in, but it is exponentially warmer here than it just was. Your cold gear is not helping this. You all just kind of begin to sweat immediately. And as you all kind of, some of you fall to the ground as others, Fina and Gus, are able to stand tall being used to magics like these. But the three of you kind of like land on your hands and knees as you come in here, and very quickly you see figures rushing toward you, all of them wearing green cloaks, and they start to pick you up to your feet, and they're patting you on the back, and they're saying, "Welcome to Everland, friends, brothers, sisters," as they pick you up. And
Get this fucking shit off. Take
Yeah.
off
Like, this is
my
a better
cloak
welcome
gear.
it seems like they were all waiting for you. A human male with dark curly hair and freckles across his face. He wears a wide toothy grin as he looks out at all of you. He's like, "Unless you have business in Everland, your horses await."
Well, we gotta hit all the stores. Then go to the
They're
bars.
closed. All of them.
It's a teacher work day now. Get on the fucking horses.
Get on your goddamn horse and go!
What is their communication system? How'd they get word here so fast?
Magic.
Impressive. Lots of magic.
Sending stuff.
Do you actually want to ask him? It would be sending stones.
I'm just curious. Okay.
It's sending
I was
stones.
just curious.
Yeah, he pulls one out of his pocket and shakes it, and you just see this ornate polished stone with some kind of glyph on the front of
Gotcha.
it. And he shakes it and puts it back in his
Of
pocket.
course.
We've been expecting your arrival. We thought you would be here much sooner, but
We had a lot of shopping to do.
of course, right.
The shopping was yesterday.
You can't go unprepared, I suppose. Look, welcome to Everland. It's a beautiful city. If you all would like to stay and visit, you're welcome. I can show you around. If you're ready to go, I have your horses prepared.
Let's go.
So as
Let's do this.
they bring you up from this hut, and as you come up into the top of it, he raises this trap door. You see other members of the Emerald Enclave down here. They're all kind of like cheering as you guys come in. They're just greeting you to the Emerald Enclave. They're shaking hands. They're like patting you on the back as you walk by. They open this door, and it just seems like you were in a common home. The house seems much smaller than the space that you were just in underground. And as you come up, you're able to hear the sounds of people talking, and interestingly enough, of water rushing. And as you come up into this place, you notice that the town is built around a river, and it's kind of just rushing through it. A few bridges stretch across this. All of the houses are made of wood and hay, and they seem like thatched together. There's greenery everywhere, which is something you haven't seen in the town in a while, because you guys have kind of been up to the north and on the coast. But you see greenery everywhere. Pine trees surround this town. It is fortified, but the walls aren't quite as serious as Bryn Shander's. As they lead you up here, you see many things as you walk by. It looks like this is another trading town, just like Bryn Shander. You can see people bartering and trading. You see booths being set up, merchants setting their packs down as they're coming through here. And if you guys want to talk to any of them, this man, whose name you still don't know, is going to lead you to your horses.
What's your name?
Oh, my name's Holland.
Hi, Holland.
All the notes.
Like Holland?
Torben loses his blessing of Thomas.
Like hauling ass.
That actually is my last name.
How did you know? So he leads you up to 5 healthy-looking horses. You cross over the river, and as you do, you look out and you see a forest. He points you in the direction that you were supposed to go and gives you a bit of advice.
I was gonna ask.
Look, and you notice that there are packs on each of your horses, and he hits the packs as you walk up. Look, we spare no expense for the brothers and sisters of the Emerald Enclave. Your rations and your water, all that you'll need on your journey, are in these packs. But the desert is harsh, it's barren, and there are very few people along the way. So you're going to need this, and you're going to need to watch each other's backs.
We're used to that.
I imagine you are. Well, look, heroes of the vine. If you're ready to go, I'll depart you from here and see you off. I'll make sure to report back to Tegan that you all were seen off well and that you had plenty of rations. And it looks like Torgrim's blessings went off pretty quickly.
See you later, Oates.
I hate you. So do you all just want to hop on the horses and go?
Yeah.
You want to hang out, talk,
Can I
ask
just
questions?
check and see exactly what's in the packs?
Yeah. So as you open these packs, it does just seem to be water and rations. It just seems like there's food and water in
Okay,
there for you all.
that's awesome. Yeah,
That's cool though. That's nice.
that's nice.
Stuff.
Lots of water.
Welcome to the Emerald Enclave.
We get on the horses and it's all like,
Can my never-ending teacup make iced tea?
That's actually a great montage song for riding horses across the desert. Play that. Play it.
Uh-oh.
I'm serious. I'm not doing anything else until you play that. So, as you all ride these horses across the desert, hell yeah, it actually only going to take you about 5 days to reach the land of Fae from Everland on horseback. As you all are walking across this, the greenery slowly, you can see the earth coming up and starting to eat it. The heat becomes more immense as you're like riding these horses out here. Luckily, you are on horseback, so what few dangers you see on your way... you're able to avoid with ease. So you do see some strange things, and as you come into the desert biome, and as all of these plants are kind of left behind, it's been 4 days, you all have had plenty of rations and water to keep you hydrated and well fed, though it is getting hot. You all are using your cloaks with your hoods up and draped over your arms to keep yourself safe from the scorching rays of the sun. Off in the distance, you can actually hear something strange. And even though it's far in the distance, you can still hear it this loud. You see the sand off in the distance over a dune burst open, and you see this huge, like, cylindrical figure kind of burst up from it and dive back down into the sand. Off in the distance.
Terrorisk.
It's a terrorist cube! And you guys would be so fucked. No, but you see this big earthen-colored worm-like shape just kind of bust up out of the ground and dive back into it as you hear this roar kind of echo across the desert as you all are riding across it.
We've been stopping to rest at night, or are we just riding?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're stopping to rest tonight.
Am I getting any study time?
Yeah, let's say that over the course of this, if you all have anything that you want to do, you basically have 5 uneventful days crossing this desert.
If you don't mind, Tina, I would love you to take a look at this little statue that I bought.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess, but you're gonna have me.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
As long as do anything unjust.
Pay attention to what book I'm
So
pulling
far,
out.
so good, right?
So far, so good.
The man behind the curtain.
Hello! Alright, so you would be able to cast an Identify spell fairly easily over these days, I'm assuming. So, yeah, you cast Identify over this statue. And as you do, you know that the statue you can use an action to cast an augury spell with this statue, with no material components required. Once used, this property can't be used again until the next day at dawn.
Augury?
Augury, yeah, it's a spell.
It's like divination.
Yeah.
Augury?
Augury. Augury. You can also use
like
cure.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Like an otter. Yeah.
Digs a hole.
You can use cure wounds with the statue as well. While holding the statue, you can take an action to heal one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. The target regains 3d8 plus 3 hit points, unless it is undead, a construct, or a fiend. Once used, this property, you have to roll to see if it regains its charge each day dawn. You have to roll above a 10.
So what does augury do?
Here, I get it.
Okay, cool. So Torben will look that up. But yeah, you can cast Cure Wounds once a day. It's 3d8 plus 3, and you roll each day at dawn to see if it regains that charge. You have to roll above 10 on just a d20.
I don't really need much healing stuff.
Aubrey.
I think it might come in handy. Like if Torben misses a session.
Yeah.
For real.
That's true.
I like all the healing.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work on constructs, fiends,
Casting
or
Gem and Lid Sticks. Dragon Bones laying out.
It's okay, I have that phylactery thing. Am I supposed to be like feeding that?
Not yet. It's not been that long.
Okay.
Like it's
Not sure what the time
it's a once a year thing.
Once a year.
Once a year.
Okay.
To stay where you are.
That's really
it's once a
cool.
year.
You like ask the gods, basically. You're like,
It's the results of a
You
specific
can like
course.
pay in advance also if the opportunity arises.
Okay.
Like
getting
I don't know.
women.
How does that work? Do I have
Bash
to
the
be-
second best boy detective.
do I have to be physically with it?
Is there any like I didn't read
you
see
do.
any specifics?
There,
Like, I just
we don't
see
talk about it
results
right now,
of
but there are
specific
ways
course of
to do the deed and then let something else take care of the rest.
Good result, bad result. Woe for both good and bad. Nothing.
Still doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome.
I'm sorry, you got a bad.
Alright, cool.
You got a migraine?
Sorry.
Anything too much for you? Can't handle it, huh?
My brain exploded.
I'm dead!
Drink water.
Dude, that's the best desert riding song.
It's fucking amazing.
So as you all, so over the course of a few days, you all do this. Athena learns her spell, Wall of Fire. Siegmyere finds out what the statue of Tyr can actually do. It's more than just a trinket of Tyr to make you feel good at night. It actually holds some power behind it.
I brewed 5 beers.
You brew 5 beers. Is there anything you would like to do over these 5 uneventful days?
Not really.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for Mildy to get back to tell you guys what happens next. Let me turn off the people talking in town.
There's a lot of people in this.
Hey guys!
Just the
Oh,
voices
horse
in my
riding.
head. Does it have horse riding in the desert?
Yeah, it's super specific. So, as you all are riding on this last day, you can hear rumbles of thunder in the distance, though there don't seem to be any clouds on the horizon. And far in the distance, where you look over to it, Torgrim, you... Roll advantage on religion for me real quick.
I am religion.
Specifically because this is thunder.
I'll take the... I'll take your religion. 16.
Interesting.
Or 15.
So 15 is it's still good enough. As this thunder rolls across the desert that you all are in, Torgrim immediately looks over, especially being a follower of Talos, it comforts you, but then immediately your stomach just kind of drops. As you look over to this thunder, you realize, 1, there are no clouds producing it, which is completely unnatural, and 2, the flashes of light that you're seeing are a bright luminescent purple. And they're far off in the distance. They're parallel to the direction that you're running into, and they would be south on your map from where you, or I'm sorry, southwest on your map from where you all are.
You don't want to go down that road.
Things being what they are, should we check that out?
It seems it's not like it's not close. You think it's like probably hundreds of miles out.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what purple means.
Bullshit.
Third, it's probably down there.
So as you all are looking off toward this, ahead of you, as you all are kind of getting distracted, you see Torgrim looking off, and his jaw just kind of drops, and he kind of slumps on his horse as he's looking out. Everybody's attention kind of turns toward where this lightning is coming from, and off in the distance ahead of you, you can hear screams, and they seem pretty desperate, though you can't see anything yet.
And then I'm just like, I'm about... I thought I was done with this shit.
Damn it. Yeah, but you can hear a small voice, though it's hard for you to understand. And it just seems to be screaming desperately.
I was gifted inspiration by Sigmyere.
That was player inspiration.
Delightful.
So yeah, what's that?
I think we all know what that is.
You want to keep riding toward it?
No, we need to do... I don't think we're ready for that yet.
Well, sorry. Ahead of you, as you're all looking at the lightning, you can hear like
people screaming.
sorry, the screaming's coming from the way you're headed.
It's different.
The way you're already going.
okay.
It's
All right.
it's like dead ahead of you.
Okay.
Let's approach with some caution.
Well, I think, yeah.
So as you all ride up, we'll say that you are here
Like Gasco.
on your horses. You all can hear someone screaming up here in front of you. There are bodies all around him, and you can only tell that he seems to be crouched with his hands around him. It's hard. You can tell it's a man by the way he's screaming what he's saying, though you can't understand it completely. And you can't tell exactly how he looks because it looks like he has something really big is on his back, but you can't tell what it is.
He looks like an innocent in distress. By Tyr, I will go forth to help him.
All right, everybody, roll for initiative.
Can you just give me one good one today?
Oh, fuck.
God damn it! Hey now.
That was my genuine reaction that happened like when I rolled a decent initiative. Like the first thing that came out.
Well, hey.
All right.
Well, hey now.
So Siegmyere, what did you roll?
I rolled a 9. Well, it's amazing. So 19.
Hell yeah, Gus.
13.
13, Fina.
9.
9, Torgrim.
6.
Ooh, Mildy.
16.
Nice.
I'm still
All right,
struggling
so
with my
as you
horse.
all are riding up, you are still on your horses. You see You see someone is surrounded by a few things. You have a hard time telling. Don't the minis on the side, the goblins, they don't count. They're not real.
Bodies.
Yeah, there are other things that don't look exactly like that. Odiok's alive!
How did he get up there?
Baby O'Neill, get back in the bag of folded.
Let me get my combat things ready, and you guys decide what you're going to do on your first turns.
I'm going to cast a spell. Dang, I wish
Oh, I forgot to give you guys a cool description of the desert.
Sure as shit, do something.
You can still do that if you want.
I'll do it after combat.
Okay.
If you guys live.
Yeah, we won't.
You won't. Okay. And then that is marked there. Alright, let's see. Oh, damn, one of these are up first. So, as you all are running up, Oh, Siegmyere is up first. Weird! Alright, Siegmyere, you're up.
I'm looking up one thing like super fucking fast.
Do you think I have to get the order right anyway?
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 35, 45, 50,
Magic push to the
55,
left.
60, 65, 70. That's far.
Awesome. Okay, I'm good.
M-O-O-N.
Perfect
That
timing.
I just
spells
needed to know
far.
if it was a full action or not.
Sure.
So I'm gonna.
This is
Thomas.
dumb combat music.
Yeah. It's like a dwarf march.
Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, let me get something good going. Okay.
So I'm just going to there because that's as far as I can go.
You can dash.
But I'm gonna use a standard action to cast
you're on a
Sacred
horse.
Weapon on myself.
Interesting.
I'm on a horse.
You are on a horse.
So you get more movement?
Yeah, you can get more movement.
But
if
it doesn't
you want.
really matter.
If you want to take.
I don't really need it. I'm not attacking right now.
Okay. You will also, for what it's worth, be taking your horse into combat. If anybody decides to do so.
War pony.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go to there, hop off my horse, and
They don't got a lot.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Weapon on my weapon. And
What does
so now
that
I
do?
can add my charisma bonus to all of my attack rolls.
Hell yeah. Okay, nice. All right, and with that, you see one of these figures. And Siegmyere, as you are the only one who can see it at your vantage point, but you walk up and it looks like there's something hanging off of these figures. They're lanky and they're reaching toward this humanoid creature, but you still don't really have a good view of because he's hunched over and you can see an enormous backpack on him. You notice that there is a dead horse beside him, and
I
that
say in his backpack.
no, there's a dead horse on the ground beside him, and a lot of some sort of items
got
beside him.
those bad.
You see figures that look like this standing immediately around him.
Mermies.
And you also see four what look like enormous rats standing on the ready as you guys all come up, and you can see them kind of burrow up out of the sand to kind of stand their ground, and they're all like the hair on their backs is bristling.
Fucking skeevers.
But as you do this, you notice one of these creatures put its hand on the person that's in front of it and like lift him up. As he does this, oh my god. As this creature does this, the small person turns and you can see that it's a gnome. As he turns around, he is balding on the top and has white silver hair pulled back into a small ponytail. He drops his backpack and pulls out a short sword as he dodges this creature's grasp towards him and like swings it around. And as he does,
So he's a gnome?
yeah, he's a gnome. He has pretty ornate robes on, though like the robe touches all the way to the ground, and then the other creature that has all these wrappings on it reaches forward, and as it does, you can see this purple light coming from its hand as it like reaches out toward this guy, and it turns into this black ichor kind of all over its arm, and as it hits him, oh man, holy shit.
Dude.
I'd be like, Gus, you know this guy?
Yeah, as this hits, you can see the flesh around the part that this guy gets hit at, like turning, like you see this shattered glass spider web kind of pattern shoot out from it, and it turns black, and his skin kind of starts to flake around from there, and he just like falls over into a slump on the ground. And he's just kind of like lying there with his face in the sand and completely slumped over. With that, Mildy, you were up.
This dude?
I'm gonna.
Wait, did
Yeah.
you have something that like can restore necrotic damage?
You guys have rings that protect you, but you also don't know that this is
but
necrotic
when you
damage.
cast that beacon of hope, didn't that restore? Or that? Never mind. I think
No, that restores hope and vitality.
And heals.
Is it a whole standard action to get off the horse, or can I just jump and run?
You can just jump and run.
Alright.
Jump and run.
Assuming that the horse is still running and you're gonna like hop off of it as it's still kind of moving and then stop it, like we'll just consider that. You're dashing.
I'm dashing towards him to try to.
Horses have a speed of 60.
Are you trying to get around that creature?
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, is this a creature?
Yes,
I'm
those are
trying
all
to get
four
to him
creatures.
to protect him.
Right, those are all four creatures standing at the guard
That's
around
as far
this.
as I can go.
If you're still on
And you're
horse.
not. Oh, where you're using a dash action. How does that work?
Well, if
It's not an attack of opportunity if she stops beside it, right? Only if she runs past it.
Yeah. Wait, this is. Oh.
They're all
I see,
creatures.
that's-
Yeah.
are you on your horse or not?
No, she's running on foot. Like as she's kind of running up to it. It's not an attack of opportunity unless you're trying to get past him. Like you run up to him ready for it, you stop right in front of him. Or it, I should say. Gus, you're up. Fiend, you're on deck.
I'm gonna stay on my horse and cast from it.
Okay.
It improves my range quite a bit.
Yeah, I believe it. Oh, did you look up like horse? or
Yeah,
something?
riding horse.
Nice.
It's got 60 feet speed. So I'm gonna roll over here.
Gus stays up on his horse. That's fine.
No, I'm getting my spell.
Little Gus on this big horse.
Actually, I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah, you're all lucky you got Emerald Enclave horses because they were all well trained, unlike some of the stable horses.
I'm gonna blast out a new spell just for shits and grins.
Yay!
Are these the rats?
Yes.
Okay, let me check one thing on the spell. Yeah, it is
Can you still attack?
20-foot radius. So is that like a
I
square?
don't think so. It does create a barrier.
Yeah,
it's
so
like-
you can set it on a point and it goes 20 feet out from there. So
So 4 squares.
if you were to, is it? Let me see. Is it target any area or is it one creature?
It's let me see.
If you landed it here, it would go 4 out. So
Yeah,
1, 2,
it's a-
3,
it's a-
4. It would be pretty fucking big.
It's an area.
I'll buy you some cards for your birthday.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a 40-foot square.
Seriously.
Yeah, total like 40.
And it'll create rough terrain, but it's ice storm.
Ah, okay, cool.
So it's a dex save. It's got a 300-foot range, which is fucking badass.
No,
It's not
ice.
sleep storm, it's ice storm.
I was actually thinking about doing that.
So I'm
Is it a
fairly
storm?
certain that it
Read it to me!
does
A storm
multiple creatures because it's okay. It's right here.
Anyone in the car?
Hail of rock hard ice pounds the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Each creature in the cylinder must take.
Nice.
It's a dexterity saving throw, and they take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save or half a health bar. And then
No, it's cacti.
it's cactar. And then whatever area becomes difficult.
It's a cactus.
It's a hairy dick involved.
Cactus stick.
A cactus dick.
Y'all are gross.
Spiny dick.
All right, so where are you casting it?
So what can my range be? How big is it?
You can pretty much hit all of those people.
Can I make it to where I do not hit the
Nope.
gnome? Yeah, I can. I'll just do it on
You
the
can
edge.
Put it right. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can put it here, and it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you hit Siegmyere and Mildy with it.
Damn, that's big.
It's 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah, damn. Maybe I won't use that shit.
Yeah. So if you put it here, it's like
They'll be
it's
fine.
pretty
What
huge.
spell is this?
Ice storm.
Wow. Do you
How
have
dead does that? Well, hey, first for my free action, let me roll maybe perception on the gnome.
Okay.
See if I know who it is. It is the fucking 5. No, wait. Yeah.
5. Yeah, you can't really tell from here, especially considering that his face is in the sand.
All right.
He's
Well,
kind of slumped over.
let's just
passed
do
out.
some fire. Not firebolt, but yeah, scorching ray.
Yeah, figured.
3 of those at these
Okay.
Just try to
Awesome.
space them out.
Yeah. At those 3 right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can hit like this guy, maybe.
Yep.
Or I'll just hit 2 on this one and 1 on that one.
Okay.
So first one does not hit.
Right.
Second one does not hit.
Same.
Third one.
That one will hit. 7 plus what? What's your spell? It's proficiency plus your spell.
So any of those would have been plus 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so that would have, your 2 would have hit. The last 2 would have hit.
Oh, cool.
So you'd hit him once, right? And then that one once?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll your damage on him.
But didn't you roll the first thing on the first and second rolls?
No, it was different the second
Yeah.
time.
His first roll was like 4.
I'm getting new glasses on that day.
Great.
Go roll some
Great.
Vegas
4 and
dice.
7.
2d6.
I thought it was a 7.
5, 6, 7, 8, and plus 2. Fuck.
Alright, so that one dies.
Oh, those things suck.
Yeah. So as Gus like holds his hands out in front of him, you can see these like rays of magma shoot out, and like as they rush over these enormous rodent-looking things, it's just gone. Like no, not ashes, not anything. They're burned completely. It disintegrates it. And how much did you roll on the second one?
2.
Total?
Huh? On my second damage roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2.
Oh, that
it
sucks.
was 8 plus 2.
Oh, 8 plus 2?
No, 8 and 8 on the first one, then 2 on the second.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man, that's rough.
Yeah, I know. It's fun.
Okay. Alright. With that, Fina, you were up.
Okay.
Well, you're done, right, Gus?
Yeah, man.
Fina, you're up.
What's this?
Oh, it's if you go past any of those or get in this, it's rough terrain. It's just like sand dunes. Like the sand's much softer there, so your feet are both kind of sink into it.
Off trail. I'm gonna move up a little closer so I'm in range. I can see.
Sure.
And there you go.
Be the hybrid warriors. Boom. All right.
To flaming spears ass.
And he fails the dex saving throw horribly.
Good.
Vegas dice, you consistently
I'm
fuck.
gonna get my 2d6s out. Behind because I was trying to put my new spell in my spreadsheet. He is going to take 6 damages.
6 damage is nice. All right. Anything else, Fina?
That's gonna be it for me for now. So I can-
Okay. So Fina rolls up classic style, and you see this flaming spear show up in front of this strange undead creature with wrappings and gold all over it, and it just kind of slams into it as she hits this mummy, obviously. And so, like, as it hits this, you hear a lot of clatter, like a lot of clinking of metals together, even though it doesn't really
Is it a real
seem like...
mummy?
Huh?
It's a mummy?
Ancient.
Pretty stoked. I was
anything
like,
else,
oh,
Fina?
It's Nefertiti. No, I'm good.
All right, as this
Getting ready for
happens,
that new Tom
Mildy
Cruise movie.
is going to be attacked first as these rodent creatures lash out at her. The first is a 14, which does not hit you.
I laugh at
The
it.
second is going to run out here
Oh, good, because I was going to run to it.
and stay. It's going to stay right there, actually, as its friend runs up to this side of Siegmyere. Actually, this one's going to go right there. And they'll run all the way up. They would do run all the way up because they're stupid. So they run all the way up to Siegmyere, and yeah, they're dumb animals. The first one is a 20.
What did they look like?
What's your AC?
It's 20
It's a hit.
reds.
I wrote down your AC and all that stuff last week, and I lost it. And that one's a nat 20. So as these two things lash out to bite at you, get ready for it, Siegmyere. Here it comes. The first one is 4 damage.
Whoa.
As this creature reaches out, you can see its like rotten teeth kind of latching out, and it scratches across your arm.
Really
The other one
her HP
is 5 damage.
But the
my
other one
gosh.
hit?
Yeah.
Also?
Yeah. Yeah, the first one hit you with 20, the next one was a nat 20. And that one hit you for 5 damage.
So they're accurate, but not very powerful.
Not at all.
Cool.
Alright, and with that, Torgrim, you're up. Siegmyere on deck.
These things are just still going at this guy.
Well, they just finished going at this guy.
Okay.
So their turn hasn't come back up yet.
Bukaki.
Yeah.
Just finished on
Who needs a nap?
Gnome treasure.
All right.
I want that gnome treasure.
Dang it. I'm on the horse still. I'll jump off of him.
Alright,
But-
fucking metagaming.
I'm on a horse still. I'll jump on.
I whisper some magic words and I #bless these 3 guys.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, and so you guys are blessed. Yeah, tell them what it is.
Blah, 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 blah. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Every time. And that's like a minute, right?
1 minute.
Yeah, that's insane. That's 10 rounds.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, nice. Good moves from the Torgrim. Hold on.
Thanks,
So Torgrim comes up, and as he does, he holds his hands out and he blesses all of you. You hear a clap of thunder as he comes up to bless all of you, all followed up by
us.
as you all are blessed, you all feel strengthened as he comes in and blesses all of you. Anything else, Torgrim? All right, Siegmyere is up.
I'm going to attack one and then the other.
Okay, really?
So,
Ooh, I got a noise for Siegmyere because I didn't have a good one.
the first is, this is like the most insane fucking bonus ever now that I can add charisma to that.
And you get +4 from Torgrim.
Well, yeah, d4.
You get 1d4 on
To
top
my
of it.
attack or damage?
Attack, right?
Attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
attack and saving throws.
I roll a 10, but it's a 22.
It's the
And
opposite.
So that's a 26.
That hits this rodent.
And
This giant, like festering rat is you just like bring it
the
next
coolest
to it.
fucking shit ever. Alright, and then the next one is actually that 4 will help. So, 16, 18 on the second one.
Yeah, and then you just once again you bring your axe down twice. Siegmyere comes in and just like slices these things into easily, even though they're about half as big as him, even on all fours. He just like gets his axe and he looks like he's about to hit them both, but he just cleaves straight through both of them in like a half circle.
Nice.
So, first one
sure
is
you're gonna
11,
Yeah, it's
and
dead.
second one is 16.
They're both super dead. Yeah, so Siegmyere just like cleaves them like halfway through here, just like right over their backs. Their spines kind of hit the ground, and they both let out these shrieks like as they fall over and die. You can just see them writhe for a second, but they quickly bleed out, and without their spines, they're not moving much more.
And bonus action, I want to help this hurt little guy, so I'm going to dash.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just
where
going
I'm
to just
going
run
too.
over, just right up in their
Well,
shit.
you can't dash after you do an action, so you can move.
That would be an action.
Yeah, you would have had to use your whole action to dash, so you can just make your movement up to him. All right.
Here.
As you are moving up, these two are going to turn on all of you after this fireball hits him. This one walks over to Mildy, and as it does, you can hear it clinking as it comes up, and you can see golden keys around its neck kind of swinging back and forth. A belt that doesn't really fit it anymore that's kind of hanging at its waist with a bunch of jewels on it. And underneath its wrappings seem to have faded with time and grown old with moisture. They're kind of falling off, and you can see the rotting skin that's been like pretty poorly preserved underneath
Not
it.
well done, mummy.
Yeah, or they've been out for a while. One or the other.
Amateurs.
Some shitty
Amateurs.
So,
Come on.
so as this happens, it reaches out to hit Mildy. That is 13, and you can see its hand, like as it reaches up, its hand kind of twitches around, and you can see its nails have grown long. And as it twitches, you can see this black ooze start to form on it, and it swipes out at you. But Mildy is really quickly, even though she just got her new flail arm, she's able to smack it out of the way. And then as that happens, it reaches up with the other hand and pulls the wrapping off of its face. It just like rips it from it. And you can see in the sunken hollows of its eyes this dim red dot just out of one of its eyes looking at you. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw
My
for it.
cousins.
Kiddo!
Hey. They're like 16.
Yeah, so a 16 saves it, and as soon as you see this, you feel this chill kind of fill your body, and you go to take a step back, but Mildy's able to kind of hold her own, even though she has 2 enemies on her right now.
How she likes it.
Yeah, you see this guy falling over, and
Just where I want him.
And you just feel like this new god that you've sworn an oath to pushing you forward to help this guy. And when you almost step back, you just kind of grit your teeth and step back at him.
Yeah.
The second one will step toward Siegmyere, And he just kind of tramples over this dead rat, this giant dead rat that Gus... Well, actually, he's not there. He got disintegrated. So over the ashes, he just kind of steps through them, and they mix with the sand. He reaches out, and that's a 21. And as it reaches out, it's just like... You see it go for Mildy, and the other one seems kind of slow. But this one grabs quickly, and as it grabs you, its fist just kind of hits you. And as that happens, you can just see this like black ichor kind of spread over your armor. And as that happens,
There's been a lot of ichor lately.
you're gonna take 13 bludgeoning damage, and you are also going to take 11 necrotic damage. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
So 11 necrotic damage after.
Yeah, but you take the bludgeoning, you take 10 bludgeoning, and then you take 11. So 21 total. 11 of it's necrotic. Your ring... Oh, no, that's a saving throw on necrotic, right? Your rings give you advantage on saving necrotic damage. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I can add 4.
I can add.
Well,
A
a
D4.
D4.
I can add a D4 and I can add 5. So.
That'll be good.
So you said Constitution?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
So 22 plus 5 is 28.
Holy shit!
So 32.
Oh my god! Yeah. Okay. Actually, as this thing hits you, you can just see its hand reach out, and it's going for your open flesh as it's trying to grab you. And you can just see this purple light coming from its hand, and it turns like green as it's doing this. And it reaches out, and as this light transitions into green, it grabs some of your flesh. And you can feel that flesh starting to kind of flake and dry out and rot. And you just grab its hand, and like instead of succumbing to whatever it was trying to do to you, you pull this creature into you. And so the next time you attack it, I'll give you advantage because you rolled so fucking high on that save. That's insane.
So I did still take necrotic damage.
You still took all of the
Okay,
damage,
all right,
but like
okay.
32 is unheard of in D&D. That's crazy. That's considered anything 30 and above in D&D is considered impossible. Like it's inhuman to like be able to like roll that high with all that stuff. So with that, Siegmyere's kind of pulled this guy in and has him right where he wants him. And he's just like got that hand in his side. Mildy is surrounded by these two, and she is up. Gus, you're on deck.
Alright, first of all, I want to look over at the poor guy that's on the ground.
Yeah.
And see if he's, like, what's going on over there. 18.
With an 18, you know that he is passed out, and you actually saw Siegmyere as you're like fighting these off. You look over and see Siegmyere doing the same thing, except you see him pull this mummy into him. And as he does, this mummy just kind of gets pulled into him, and Siegmyere doesn't see its eyes like you did because he has its head pulled down as it comes in. But you know that it did the same thing to him and you that it did to this person. So as you see his flesh starting to kind of rot around where its hand is, you know that the same thing happened to that guy. You can see the webbing of rot kind of forming over him. He seems passed out, though. What did you roll?
Perception.
I mean, the number.
18.
With an 18, you think he's still alive. You're not sure.
Okay, well, let me kill these things so I can get over to him.
For sure.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the rat first.
All right.
Goodbye, rat.
Is that what face down?
Yeah,
down
he's on all fours.
I see. That totally makes sense.
Thank you.
With one arm up behind him.
24.
Yeah, so with the 24, Mildy comes in swinging her new flail that's just on this strange metallic cup fake arm. That's just
The
like,
bonuses right now are fucking insane.
oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, you just
rolled an
land
11
this
and
solid
got a
hit.
24. That's fucking awesome.
Roll your damage.
Yeah, Gus is a crazy first level.
It's nuts.
That's awesome.
To be able to do it on 3 people,
7
that's what's
damages.
crazy about it. Yeah, so with 7, you can just hear your flail, like you hear the flesh just like as it goes in, then you hear the bones just crack underneath it, and this rat just like falls to the side and squirms around, but it seems like it doesn't have great control over its limbs anymore, and it slowly kind of just stops moving and dies. And as it's laying on its side, you can see patches of fur missing from this thing, and it just seems like even though it's still alive, it's rotted just a little bit, like something's been eating away at it.
Alright, so I have another attack, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack again.
Was that the last rat? Yeah, they're all gone.
Yeah.
first. $23.
23 hits, and this is with the flail again?
And I am going to try to do a trip attack with my superiority dice.
Okay.
So it will make a strength save.
That's a 7.
That fails. So it will fall prone after I hit it twice. 6 damage on the first hit.
Okay. Oh, wait.
11 damage.
Nice. All right. Oh, that's so weird. I'm not going to tell you what the number is, but the damage that you have done to both of these has put them at exactly the same HP. Weird. Even though they started out with different HP. I thought that was fun. So, anything else, Mildy?
It's fallen prone.
Yes.
I think, yeah. With my new god, I would run over to this guy and try to get a health potion at him.
Okay, you can do that on your next turn. Gus, you're up. Phoenix on deck.
If I move right here, can I hit both of these without hitting Siggy? This one and this one?
Siggy is my favorite.
No. Here we go straight through here.
Is this terrain I can be on?
You can, but you'll be.
Yeah, but it's difficult, so it's going to be hard for you to get up here. You'll need to be standing right here to get both
She's more
of them.
stoked about killing.
So how much would you use to get there?
That's
I mean,
the
that
chorus
was-
thing.
Is that all of it?
WWN.
You only get that much movement in.
It's stupid.
Worldwide medical.
No,
I thought it
would
was
have been
each
destruction.
Well, what's your full movement?
On the horse 60.
Oh, well, yeah, you could ride your horse there.
Yeah. Cool.
I forgot you were still on the horse. Yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah, I'll do the lightning bolt on that. So give me.
I got a new song for Gus's lightning bolt.
Sweet.
Hold on. Okay, a dex save for both.
Yes.
The first one is a 17. Does that save?
That beats.
So this one beats you, and the one who is prone fails miserably.
Cool.
Let me roll disadvantage just in case the next one's a 1. It's not, but he still fails.
All right. So it will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14.
Neat.
Some rated shit.
14 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 14 plus 17.
Huh?
31.
Oh. Is that 31? Yeah, 31. Okay, nice. Holy shit, big hits.
And that's it for me, man. I'm not trying to go.
And then the other one, 31 half, that would be 15. So the other one's yeah, and so you get to hear your sweet new sound effect, and as Gus is like pulling this up, you can see his fingers kind of fidgeting around one another and this electricity building up, and then he just shoots it out, and it just kind of rips through both of these. The one of them, it just kind of grazes past his arm, the other one just hits him directly as he's in the ground and trying to get up. And it seems like maybe the metal that's kind of all over these guys, the golden crown that the one's wearing that's face down over here, it seems to conduce it just a little bit more. So it takes a little more damage. Fina, you're up. Torgrim, you're on deck.
It looks to me like Torgrim has got this guy locked up, so I'm going to take care of these two that are over here. With this, I'm actually going to send this
Siegmyere?
to this guy. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, I was like, he's doing what? Okay. So he will roll disadvantage.
It's the gym. That's why I don't know who anybody is.
Still rolled pretty high, but I don't think that beats. That's a 14 with disadvantage.
That fails.
Yeah, so fails.
Okay, so he's taking his 2d8.
Boom!
That's going to be 5.
Okay.
Load down the damages.
Hey, it could have been
And then-
2 sessions ago when it was like
No.
bad.
It wasn't
Yeah.
even hitting. Yeah. And then I'm
wait.
going to follow that up with a little firebolt cantrip,
Okay,
just for shits and giggles.
sure.
On the same dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We gotta roll.
You'll roll advantage because he's prone.
Okay. So
And you can add a d4.
And you can add a d4.
that one was a 19 total without the d4. That's a 22 without the d4.
Just roll the d4 for fun.
Just for giggles. Okay. It is fun. I can't pick it up to
Roll it!
That's a 1.
Nice. So, yeah, this firebolt comes out of Fina's hands and just slams into this guy on the ground. Roll your damage for it. You guys are rolling pretty high. high on these now, right?
2d10s.
Lord.
Ooh. 14.
How would you like to kill this mummy?
Bye, Mommy.
Bye.
Fire.
Yeah, so as you send this fireball over this mummy is like, you can see underneath the bandages that the rotting flesh is actually starting to bubble and kind of drip out of it.
It's like I was expecting the fireball to do it, and I'm like, oh, damn it, and I throw a fireball because it's just a cantrip.
And all of the wrappings kind of start to catch as well this time instead of just like burning out. And as this happens, you just see this like as this mummy's just kind of ripped apart by this fire that's all over it. And it kind of
like
scatters
sort
across
of
the
braided
ground.
in, so like his like belt and crown and stuff are still there. So
Oh yeah, for sure. Even if they flew, like you're in the desert, they're not going to go behind a tree or anything.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
you'll be fine. All right, nice turn, Torgrim. You're up. There's a one mummy left.
Just this guy standing.
That's it.
just a one.
I'll try to guide a bolt at him.
Nice. You roll for that, right?
Yeah. Shit.
You got a D4?
No, I don't.
No, he can only cast on another.
Can I use my inspiration to reroll?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's better.
Nice.
That's a 20.
All right. So 20 hits. Roll your damage.
And I'm gonna use my blessing to add an extra d6.
Nice.
Lightning damage.
Hello.
So
Damn,
that's
son.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17. So Torgrim waves his hammer around and then just like aims it at this guy. And as he does, you all hear this clap of thunder. And as he pushes it toward this guy, you just see this light and this force kind of hit this mummy backwards. And Guided Bolt is considered radiant. It's radiant, right?
Yeah.
How do you want to kill this guy?
With my flopping giant dumb.
You just see like lightning hit him, and then like through his like mummy wrappings, you just see the skeleton flash like all covered
Awesome.
until he just like falls to the ground.
Nice.
incinerated.
Yeah, very good. All right, with that, combat is over. Nicely done, everybody. Hold on. I want to do effects for this guy exploding. So yeah, you see this lightning hit him, and this light just kind of shines out of him. You see the skeleton like, and then his limbs just kind of blow off everywhere. With that, you are all out of combat. It was a fairly quick one. Nicely
I
done.
would like
I'm
to
gonna
roll
do a couple
medicine.
things.
Yeah, I want to roll medicine.
Okay,
to see
sure.
if we know what's wrong with him.
I'm going to
Roll your medicine, Mildy.
cast Beacon of Hope
11.
on this
Okay.
guy to restore his hope and vitality.
Neat.
And then I'm going to cast Lay on Hands as well, so he is fully healed.
All right.
whatever his HP is.
It takes. You would know. You don't know it by numbers, but you like know it by like how full a glass is, sort of. So it's like 15 health. Yeah, it takes 15 to get him back to max.
Which is
zero.
actually good to know because it lets me know how much I have left.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's why. So this light comes down over this guy. You see this beacon, and it's not like a spotlight. It's just like the ground around him kind of starts to glow as well as his skin. And then Siegmyere walks up, and Mildy's checking on him. Mildy, you would know that there is necrotic damage done to him, and that his maximum HP cannot be above that. So though Siegmyere would use 15, you don't think he's quite at 15. You think that some of the damage he took is necrotic, and you can still see where his skin, like, even though it's not a literal tear, it looks like there are like kind of legions on it around this part, and it's black, and his skin is kind of white around those edges and flaking off.
I tell them
I'm like,
it's
dude, I feel you.
necrotic.
But as he wakes up, he coughs, and he like spits some sand out, and he's like, water. Do you all have water?
I get some water quickly out of my bag and hand it to him.
Yeah, he like,
Water.
even though, he drinks it really quickly, and as he does, you can kind of, like, he's chugging this water down, and as he does, you can kind of see his eyes starting to roll in the back of his head. He's just like drinking
Oh,
it
slow
really
down, buddy. Slow down.
You just, yeah, so he takes away as you say slow down, and you can
there.
tell that like he was hydrating himself so quick and it was such a shock to his body that he almost passed out again. But with Fina telling him to slow down, he kind of comes to his wits and pulls the bottle away from his mouth and says, look, I'm that's very unlike me. These creatures, he looks around and sees their bodies. Mummies? Came out of nowhere. And who are you all?
Heroes of the motherfucking fire.
Yeah, we say it just like that.
And he says, He still seems kind of dazed. Yeah, he still seems kind of dazed, and he's still on his hands. And he goes, I've heard of. He just like throws up all the water he just drained back onto the ground. And he's like, I've heard of you. And he still has that water skin. And who gave him the water? He just puts his throw up mouth right back on it and like starts drinking it again.
Small sips.
He's taking smaller sips this time as he's like nursing it.
Do you know this guy's people?
Where are you from, bruh?
What's your last name?
Ren.
I'm afraid I don't, sorry. But a fellow gnome's always welcome in my company, and I'm grateful for your help.
Yeah, bruh. Where are you from?
I'm from here and there. I was raised in a caravan, and I'm a merchant now. Well, I suppose I used to be a merchant. I've taken up appraisal in my recent years.
Cool. What's in the chest? Persuasion. 18 plus a bunch.
It's just a backpack. It's the chest is the best thing I had to represent it, but it's a really large backpack he has sitting on the ground in front of him. Some things have spilled out of it.
What are you doing traveling alone?
Well, hang on. You're asking what's in his bag?
Yeah.
Just certain items that I'm delivering to Thay. They've asked me to appraise quite a few things, and I'm taking it back to them.
What kind of things?
Well, that's these are my clients, and I'm sworn to their secrecy.
Like super evil wizard things?
I wouldn't say they're super evil, but I'd say they're wizard things, surely.
I'm gonna cast read his mind.
Yeah, I want to do it.
You want to use it?
Kind of.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I'm not
do you want to not do read your mind anyway? Okay, what does he roll on this? Everyone has to tell the truth, by the way, not just him.
This is awesome.
It's the area of effect.
So
I want to stand right outside.
they make a charisma save.
I'm lying.
60 feet for 10 minutes. It's a 15-foot radius.
That's a natural 20.
I'm outside the radius.
You, Siegmyere would not know that, though. But I shouldn't have said that. I should have just kept my roll to myself. Okay, excited.
He's lying.
But yeah, so what do you guys want to ask him?
Who are these people you're taking the stuff?
I still want
Why are you out here
I
alone?
would have rolled a, what do you call it? What's that word?
Insight?
Anyway,
dice?
because I asked him about the wizard
Okay,
shit.
sure.
I'm just gonna use all my fun new spells
23.
all at once.
You're inclined to believe him.
Okay.
It seems like if something was evil, he doesn't know about it, but he just said he's bringing items for appraisal back.
I'm gonna Misty Step. Just behind
Likely
him.
story.
Okay, you do.
I'm just
You want to put yourself over
I'm
there?
kidding.
Oh.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, you think he's telling the truth. He doesn't have any gives. He doesn't seem nervous. He just seems kind of shaken up by what just happened to him. And he crawls over as he's looking around, and you guys are asking him questions. And he's like, "Oh, my horse! No!" And he crawls up to this horse that's like dead, and you can see it's like rotten. It's like its stomach has kind of been torn open, and you can see like its blood has kind of turned black, and it's withered away. Like its skin is tight against its ribs.
I say you can ride with us. Well, you'd probably be safer with us anyway.
And where are you riding to?
Faye.
Same place you are, buddy.
You're just going to
The same
ride in
place we go
You're
in.
riding in Thay. And what business have you all there?
We're just,
We got a guy.
None yet?
gotta
Sightseer.
see about somebody. Don't worry about it.
Are we still in the cone of truth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we are in the Zone of Truth. So do we all have to make
You all need to
Christmas
make Christmas saving throws.
It's a
Oh, it backfired! Woo!
against my spell save?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm
I mean,
actually standing outside the ring of influence.
Yeah. You and Torgrim both are, I think, right? Her and Torgrim are both.
You
out
guys
of
can
it?
add a D4
Yeah.
I don't have to do it,
to
do
your
I?
saves.
Oh no, I don't think you have.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
It's your thing.
I would have just failed against my own.
Yeah,
spell
no,
save.
you don't have to do it, but everyone else does.
I got a 19.
Yeah, that's
You guys can add a D4 to your saves.
Oh, can they also add my charisma modifier to their
I
saves?
guess.
Are you close? Yeah.
and and you can add 5 to your save.
Cool.
I got 22. 22.
So nobody failed? Great.
No one has.
That's bananas.
But my mom says I have to tell the truth
"Look,
anyways.
have you all been to Thay before?
No,
It's not a
Twice.
pleasant place if you don't know anyone
we've
there.
been to some unpleasant
I know
places.
some guy.
Yeah. How would you say it ranks against, say, the second level of hell?
Pretty damn close, I imagine.
Huh? Okay, experience something.
So no one
I
will
was-
let me barter.
I imagine not, especially with the gnolls roaming around the streets. It's not easy for just anybody to walk in.
Gnolls.
I got hired from outside of the city for my appraisal. They pay well, but I don't get to go past the front gate.
Do you have gnolls that don't attack at random?
The gnolls are the law enforcement of Thay.
That's weird.
They're wizards, they can do what they want.
Bitches.
Oh no.
Motherfucking wizards never die.
Look, I mean, if you all are honest with me and tell me your business in Thay, I'm sure I could help you. It's the least I could do after you saved my life out here.
We're looking for a cleric.
Looking for a cleric.
In Thay.
Right here,
I'm
guys.
for Echo.
You like trying to finish it before Pete gets into your idea now?
He was pretty advanced.
What are you trying to
You
say?
can bring people back from the dead.
I could do that if I wanted.
So,
Yeah.
again, your
lie
business,
this up.
what is it really? No one goes to Thay to talk.
Pretty big time conversationalist.
We want her hand back. And
He looks at the contraption, he's like,
How long's your
I mean, maybe.
that's unique.
Yeah. And we have a member of our party who has passed on that we'd like to see if this guy can bring back for us.
I'm gonna. What?
Maybe.
Well, they have. You seek clerics, but they've confined all of them. So I imagine you're not walking in with flowers and sweets, if I'm not mistaken. You're walking in to cause trouble.
19.
I think I just get automatic.
If so, we weren't aware of
Full,
that.
yeah.
We go places to cure trouble.
We
All
just
of
know
it
this
does
is where the
full
particular
healing.
cleric we need is, so we
All
can't
of
looking for him.
all of the clerics are being held in the Doom Vault. I doubt you'll be able to get in there.
Doom
don't
Vault,
have
that
that.
sounds intense.
I didn't take it. It wasn't necrotic. I took the damage, but it wasn't necrotic.
You took 11 necrotic, so you have to be 11 below your max.
Oh, what did I say for?
Huh?
Did I make a save?
Yeah, it was something separate. Like 3 things happened with that hit.
Okay, so I took 11 necrotic.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah, so he tells you, he says, all of the clerics are being held in the Doom Vault, and I doubt that you all will be able to get inside.
Wait, what?
She
I
mentions
do
that
not want to
she's...
be openly religious in this town.
The Doom Vault.
Yeah.
Like the.
You've heard of it.
Yeah.
I guess many have. It's probably pretty famous, but yes, that's where the clerics are being
Well,
held.
it's been nice knowing you guys. I'm gonna catch the next train back to Bryn Shander.
Look, I don't have any alliance with the Red Wizards or with Zostom. I have nothing to say for any of them.
Who's Saucy Tom?
Zostom, he's here, I'll spell it for you. It's SZASSTAM.
SZAS.
He's the lich that runs. Hey, you all are really kind of walking in here blind.
That's sort of how we do.
Well,
Well,
she
we knew
looks
there
at.
was a lich that runs the place, but
That'd be Zostom.
Zostom.
Look, you've helped me and I have no alliance to them. I'll be paid long before you get out. There are a few ways to get into town other than the front gates, and I can just about guarantee you're not getting in through the front gates.
Well, that's typical.
Look,
Or if we do, scores of people die behind us. So, yeah.
look, slavery's a huge market thing. For every free person there are 2 slaves. You could sell yourselves into it. And I know a few people on the boat who can hide your weapons. And as you come in, they'll give them back to you. Get you there quicker. There's also towns around Thay. They're fighting the Red Wizards. Peanuts!
Peanut bomb.
I can't conjure peanuts.
Boom!
Jesus.
Rashomon is a town that outlies. Rashomon's a town that outlies Thay. It's full of berserkers, but they fight the Red Wizards tooth and nail. If the rumors are true, they're about to have a lot of trouble on their hands. I'm sure you'll have to help them, but if you do, they could probably help you into the city.
What's happening in Rashomon?
Well, if
Ramadan.
my connections serve me rightly, then the Legion of Undeath that Zostom has resurrected is ready to go and ready to hold all-out war. He's going to test them on Rashomon.
Seems like someone should have dealt with this.
Well, the Red Wizards rule here. And lastly, this one's just a rumor, but to the south of Thay, there's an ancient kingdom that's older than Thay itself, Mulharand. It's been jolted this past year, and these statues, they all walk from there. They seem to be walking to a place, maybe one long forgotten. I'm not sure, but there are thousands of them. Older than any of the cities around here. Rumor has it there's a back way into Thay, but I don't know if you all have ever fought a golem before, but it's no walk in the park.
I think we fought one in the sewer once.
Well, there are about 1,000 of them if the rumors serve true.
That's not a small number.
I think
Shit. So our options
I think
are...
my instincts and my
To go through
Oath
the town
to
where we get
Tyr.
to fight evil.
makes me want to defend Rashomon.
Agreed.
So Rashomon is the place with a legion of 1,000 dead guys.
Yeah, the Legion of Undeath is what he called it.
Sweet. That sounds nice.
Look, none of these are going to be easy tasks. Thay is not a place for the light of heart, but if you were to go to Rashomon, the people are called Rishimi. All of them are berserkers. All of them have interesting powers. Each individual has their own. Something to consider is that before this place was dominated by the Red Wizards, it used to be closest to the Feywild in all of Faerun. They say old magic runs deep there.
Connection to Feywild.
Connection to the old magic runs deep.
Look, those people, they're incredibly superstitious, so watch what you say around them. Watch what you do.
Should we not bear any holy symbols or cloaks?
As long as the gods are good. If they sense any evil within you, though, they'll bring down all the damnation they can on you, and they aren't people to be dealt with lightly.
Talos is kind of a gray area as far as...
Talos is a god welcome there, I'm sure.
Sweet.
So,
I
look,
like giant shield.
I can point you in the direction of whichever of these paths you want to try, and the only one I can guarantee is the slave ship. The other two are just rumors. But I'll tell you the way to go. I'll help you how I can. But
I would rather get there by defending people than by sneaking in as something that I'm not.
Well, the Rashimi may be able to get you inside, but that doesn't mean you're not going to have to fight again to get in the walls.
I don't have a problem fighting.
And I believe it. After you were able to save me from those things and without much of a scratch on any of you. But you're not going to get any rest. You'll fight the Legion of Undeath and have to go straight to the Doom Vault. This is no simple task.
Guys.
Legion of Death and then Doom Vault?
Hell yeah!
Sounds like a slow Tuesday to me.
Alright, so he'll point you up toward Rashomon, and as this unnamed man points you toward that direction.
What's your name? I feel like this happens every time. Let's have a full conversation and not talk about who we are.
Well, you introduced yourself, so I suppose it's only fair I introduce mine. My name's Izzy.
Nice. Cool name.
Thanks.
Good coffee shop.
Thank you.
My friend has a cat name, isn't it?
Well, look, if you have anything that needs appraised, it's the least I can do. I'm going to praise her after all.
A praiser.
I'm a praiser too.
What about this
Fraser
unidentified vial I
follows.
have from Barovia?
Oh my god. Who knows? Who's to say? I'll make something up real fast.
Get it?
Do you have any description on like what's in it?
It
Or
says vial unidentified.
this is just, have you not opened it yet?
No.
He opens it and he's like,
It's a little afraid to
he
because
smells
where
it and he
came from.
closes his back. He's like, that's just water.
Y'all, I still have so much random fucking shit from Barovia. Like,
Look, I can point you toward Rashomon, but that's about all I can do from here. And as he points you to it, he tells you that it is a fortified city. It sits on top of a hill, and the city is perfectly built. What's left of it, he says there's a lot of destruction around it. The destruction around it was caused by the Red Wizards trying to take over this place. But they fight hard over in Rashomon. They're the only city to make it in these parts to survive the Red Wizards. They've got a ton of berserkers. It'll be hard to earn their trust, but I'm sure that if you all fight as strong as you say you can, you'll fit in well.
If we were to look for this back door, who would we ask?
If you want to get in on the slave ships, you'll need me to walk you up to them. They're not just going to let you on.
That's the only back door?
Well, you can either get on the slave ships or you can follow the rumor I heard. But the one about the statues, I'm not entirely sure of.
It might be worth at least checking out. I mean, doing Vault and whatever, dead guys.
If there's an opportunity for me to defend some innocent people, have to take it.
Of course.
I just want to go in a place called a Doom Vault.
No, you don't.
Yeah, your friend's wise. You don't want to go in there.
Have a feeling we're gonna.
Well, guess I'll write up a new character sheet.
So he'll point you toward Rashomon. He'll tell you a little bit about them since you were able to aid him. Oh, here it is. Look, they're big on first impressions there. However you present yourself is how they're going to see you for the rest of your life, as long as they know you. A wolf is a wolf. That's what they always say. They don't think people change. They don't think people can hide
I'm just gonna
themselves.
walk out holding my statue and my
Hell yeah.
fucking sunlight shit.
So he points you in the direction of it, and though you all are heading directly east now, he's pointing you northeast, and he tells you to follow the river that you will eventually come to, and to stay on the northern side of it. And with that, we will end the session, assuming you all are heading toward Rashomon.
Phew! Let me pick up all these goddamn
There's
peanuts.
one thing Torgrim's good at, it's first impressions.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, impressing that dick into some dwarves.
Alright, let's see how very little experience you all got.
Oh
this
yeah,
session.
I wanted to see about this stuff on this mummy.
Oh, yeah. So, on the mummies, you guys would find 500 gold a piece. So 200 gold pieces each if you split it perfectly. You will also find 200 gold worth of gems. And rupees and all of those nice things.
Each or just split among us?
Split among you is total for the stones.
So
That's what everybody gets 100 gold and then some rubies and shit.
and they're really worth 100 gold. Actually,
No, everybody gets 200 gold.
200 gold.
And let me get that XP.
Yeah.
yeah, this
All of you get
sheet's
300
real thin
XP.
right here.
Rack
300.
300
300.
Yeah, 300 each.